What's up, everybody? Welcome to Glory Hunters. We're covering the League of Nations final between Canada and the United States. And I have none other than Glory Hunter Nick here, who's got an interesting take, and we'll get it to you in a second. And, of course, Mr. the other American, the only other American in the house, the guy who watched Mexico-U.S.
Yes,
on the classic.
It's called soccer again.
Yes, it's called today for sure. It's called soccer. They're getting ready right now, but I do actually want to have a conversation. I'll start off with Nick. I'm actually losing power to my mouse, and it's flashing red. What a pain in the ass. Hang on a second. If you can
That's
see
what
this
you
on
wanted the
screen.
discussion on.
It's like flashing red, and it says, I thought it was kind of interesting. Well, you know what? I'll start it off like this. I think if the United States thinks this is going to be a walk in the park, they are surely they're going to lose. I think they got to take this team very seriously, come out with the same intensity that they showed versus Mexico, and they should come out on top. But one of the things I worry about, first of all, the United States does not have a great record in recent years against Canada. I think they have a tendency not to take them as seriously as the Mexico. Oh, we got Mexico, we're good type of thing. This could be another example of that. And the other thing is the two red cards leading to both Dest and McKinney's, the biggest playmaker on the teams, leading to their absence. And the fact, I think we can all agree that the best player in North America is not American. He's more than likely Davies from Bayern. He's definitely on the best club and the most active on that club. He's probably the most dangerous player in the game. I'm going to put it to you. You think Canada's going to pull this out, Nick, and tell me why.
I think they're going to do it because, number one, the coaching difference, as Canada's coach looks quite good. Like, during the World Cup, they outplayed quite a few of the teams they played in the group stages. They were unlucky not to do better.
You mean the great B.J. Callahan, the soccer dad from New Jersey, is not going to stand up?
Surprisingly, no, I don't think so. But I think they have a really interesting coach. He plays a good attacking style, so I think that works in their favour. First off, obviously Alphonso Davies on their side, who's probably the best player on the pitch. But second of all, I think the second best player on the pitch is potentially Jonathan David, who also plays for Canada, who's been smashing it at Lille the past 2 seasons. So I like their chances, to be honest.
Nick got ahead of me. I was about to bring him up too.
Now, what do you think? What do you think? I do think we're gonna pull this out, but.
I think it's going to be a close one. I think it's like you said. If they think it's going to be a walk in the park,
no.
Canada's a way better team than they used to be.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Better shape.
It used to be a walk in the park, sort of like the U.S. used to be a walk in the park for Mexico. And I hope somebody mentioned that and kept in mind. And the record isn't that hot against Canada, at all. So the players are practicing on the pitch right now. Oh, the stadium looks a little empty after a sold-out house. That would be disappointed just because it's Canada, but it just shows you how
it's the rivalry is United States Mexico. It's just one of those classic sports rivalries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that'd be the case.
You got a little bit of time. People that might not have shuffled in yet too. So
okay, yeah. Well, I want to see a packed house. There's a final, some silverware on the line. It's one of the most prestigious silverware that's out there, but I definitely. I mean, it's still a big deal for USA soccer. I mean.
Well,
God, if you can't
look at it this way, Italy won their 3rd place today in their Nations League, and they celebrated like it was a World Cup. So
yeah, they did. And Spain won too. Yeah, what else was good? That's a good question. Do you know what happened to the other nation leagues? I'm not exactly sure how the whole nation leagues work. I know they're trying to make friendlies less friendly. Can you explain this system to me, or do you even understand it, Nick?
I don't understand that much. Let's see what Nick says.
Nick, what do you got?
I too don't know too much about the Nations League, to be honest. It's weird. It's like, I assume it works similar to the World Cup where you have your groups and then, because I know they have a relegation system where I think there's 4 different levels you're on, A, B, C, and D. Mm-hmm. Obviously A being the top one, and I think it's just group stages of 4 teams, and then the top 2 maybe go through, and the last one gets relegated. Something like that. I'm not too sure. And then I think it just goes to a knockout tournament after that.
Well, I heard Green Man's trying to bust a Westside Joey's balls about. I guess Scotland's in a higher group than England. But nobody seriously believes like being in a higher group in the Nation Leagues is like being rated high on FIFA's world chart. I think the Americans are 13th overall in the world. That's probably not accurate.
That chart has never been accurate in the history of charts.
Yeah, but if you're ever, it doesn't matter where if your country, if you're like if you're like a little country or something, they always they'll sell it. You know, like, well, we're like 7th in the world. You know, like, yeah, sure, yeah. You're ahead of Argentina. You're ahead of Brazil, Germany, England.
If you ask me, the Euro champions and the South American champions should be 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, and then World Cup should be number 1 in terms of national teams.
Probably. I mean, I think France is still ahead of Argentina. Like, France is still ahead of Argentina after they beat them in the World Cup, you know, or something like that. Were you telling me that, Nick?
Yeah, this happens like literally all the time.
Yeah.
Just you'll like a South American team will win a World Cup but still be below a European team that's like won the Euros and then like did well.
Yeah, like, what do they do? Like,
surely the world champions are number 1, right?
Yeah, go figure. Yeah. All right. Well, I am excited about tonight. I stayed up for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should I talk about?
I think it'll be a decent game regardless. I think we're gonna have some fun.
It's
not going to be as bananas as the Mexico game, but we'll have some fun.
I almost wanted to run this by you. It doesn't matter because it's in English. No one's going to hear. I don't think. I mean, how many people we got in here? None. Or 6. My kid's soccer coach showed up to the game today drunk.
Really?
Yeah. And I've had some issues with her in the past as far as just like more gabbing with the soccer moms rather than training the kids, which she doesn't really seem to have a lot of insight. Most of the practices seem to consist of her, like, you know that drill I did when I was a kid. You go on the line and you dribble the ball on the line. Well, that's really if all the kids doing the same thing at once, it's really easy to talk to their parents. And I was not impressed. Apparently, a lot of the dads don't really talk to me. You know, because they're afraid to talk to me, I think.
I was about to say, is it because they don't like
it's like, yeah, well, they speak German, and they're not, almost none of them are German. So, you know, they're Turkish, Somalian, Ghanese, Eastern European. It's like, I mean, he's got a UN on the damn team, right? And they started speaking to me today, though. Nobody's really happy.
So they were mad.
Yeah, she looked like she was sloshed.
Really?
Yeah, she picked a fight with my wife. And just last week I was telling her, I was like, look, I don't like she benched Tommy for a whole game and told him because the other side was too strong. And I'm like, wait, these are 7-year-olds. This is not a best players play. This is not a traveling team. It's not a best players play. It's not supposed to be. They're supposed to get in no matter what. You know, if they're getting shelled, it doesn't really matter. And then she got in an argument with my wife. It was just over something stupid, like the guide said go to place 1 instead of place 6. So we were in place 1, and we took the kids there, and she said, you should take them over to place 6, it says. And my wife says, no, it doesn't. It says right here. And she gathered up all the kids, got arguing with my wife, took them over there, only to embarrass herself to bring them right back to where we all were. And that's when I realized she's drunk. She really is drunk. Like, that's what people do. Like, they argue over, like, the most infantile shit when they're drunk.
Yeah.
And, you know, I started talking to the other parents about making a complaint, moving Tommy out of the club, potentially. Wow. Yeah, and then at the end of the game, because they got. I really didn't care because Tommy actually played a lot better than he normally does. He had a beautiful fucking pass, a centering pass, that was real heads up. He started using his body to block, and he had 2 goals. The DFB is doing this weird thing where they put 2 goals on the pitch. It's like a mini thing for little kids, and he popped 2 of them, which he never does.
Nice.
But she took him aside and yelled at him, said they weren't running fast enough. That was her big coaching advice at the end, that they weren't running fast enough. Not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're off. She's awful. So I can't wait to put a big complaint and then tell you all about it.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. What
Well, I
happens
mean,
now.
it's almost going to be impossible to get her fired. I mean, because it's probably volunteer to work. But I mean, the drinking helps. And I don't want to turn into Claudio Reyna's dad, but you know what? You can't.
Send a
Gino
strongly
Reyna's
worded
dad.
letter.
Yeah. Well, I'm not threatening. I'm not threatening. I'm gonna bring something from her past. I'm not gonna check her Twitter. I'm just gonna say she shouldn't be drinking in front of kids. Maybe she needs to get the fuck out of here. How about that? Is that make me a side? Am I wound up right now, or am I out of line? I think
Not at all.
You get the fuck away from my kid, you drunk. You know.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I'd be worried about the safety of my kid.
Yeah.
Fuck
Okay.
that.
Well, I'm not really
Come on.
worried about the safety. You know, it's more. Brendan Anderson's gonna be in. Probably because I guess he'll take a death spot, right? Let me check the lineup here. I'm seeing him on screen. Oh, I probably should capture this shit for all people.
I
Yeah,
doubt
you
he'll take
should.
Dest's spot.
It's not Dest or McKinney's.
It'll be McKinney's,
It'll be McKinney's?
probably.
Okay.
Neutral player.
For all you people that are watching in here and not watching on YouTube, I will increase the screen side once game starts.
It really sucks how McKenna got that red. He's my favorite American.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you can't do anything though. They were trying to sucker them in, and they did sucker them in. So, in a sense,
they did.
McKinney should have known better.
Yeah.
Oh,
100%.
they went for they're going with the 4-3-3, which is not what they had yesterday, and it's going to be. I guess they're putting Reyna at center forward. Still looks pretty nice. Polasek, Reyna, and Way. Get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
I assume it's probably Balogun up top, and then
No, according to
the
what I
three
have in front of
behind
him, Balogun looks like he's playing center mid or attacking mid. On Anderson and Musa would be on his right.
no, I reckon he'll be up front.
Unless
I
it's
can't-
bad, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. Then maybe it's all fucked. I don't know.
11.
Well, let me
My
check.
money's on like a 4-2-3-1 maybe with Weyer, Reyna, Pulisic behind.
Do you mean
Balogun
foot mob
and
is inaccurate?
Alex.
Are you telling me this foot mob is inaccurate?
Potentially.
You bastard, you jerk off.
Damn liar. Fucking app.
Sometimes like all of the apps get this shit wrong.
Yeah,
Well, the one I looked at earlier had Jonathan David playing left back today for Canada, and it's like,
I mean,
someone tells me they've not got their star striker at left back.
let's see. Let's go. Let me look at the. Okay, what's going on here? There's lineups. Let's see if Google's got the same lineup. You're right. Yeah, they got Balogun up front with Reyna behind him. It looks like it goes a 3-2-3-1.
On the wing.
A
today.
4-2-3-1.
He's always on the wing.
4-2-3-1.
Get out of the way
Aaronson
is
next to
on the.
Musa.
Oh, okay, so
He's on the right.
They got the wing staying behind them. Is what they're doing.
Yeah. Paulo.
All right.
Can't believe Atiba Hutchinson's on the bench for Canada. Like, still playing. This guy's
Yeah, looking at
40.
this with McKinney, Gio's got and I think he's got the ability to do it. He's got to really step up today. They're gonna, he's gonna have to feed a Balogun, feed a Palisek. And there is also, a lot of people are talking about, Ricardo Pepi, who all he does is score goals for us. There were some people that are a little disappointed that Balogun's getting the shot because Pepe's been developed for a while, and Balogun didn't. That's his first game. I'm not going to jump on his ass. We're really lucky to have a 20-goal scorer in our top 5 league. I'm not going to complain about it, but I wonder if Ricardo Pepi's going to vie for that spot, because I was on a lot of the YouTube sites, and like they were like, we said this kid was just getting hot, and now we got Balogun in here, and he automatically gets a spot, and he hasn't earned it. I wonder if that'll be an issue. And then what did Ricardo Pepi do in last game? As soon as they brought him in, he scored and made it 3-0. So I wonder if that's going to be an issue. I mean, and Balogun, in fairness, needs some time to settle in. But
Yeah, we were talking about that last time. This is a guy who's basically a foreigner, right? In this group, he's never been here.
Yeah,
Right. It takes time. You go to any new team. Any player goes to any new team, they got to gel. It's never instant.
yeah. But I don't want to keep the hot hand on the bench.
True.
I suppose so. But the thing is, Pepe also had a really good season in Holland last year as well, so it's not like you can point at Balogun having a way better season, because Pepe also had a really good season.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
a tough one.
How do you say that goalie's name? Borgen?
I do not know. I know he plays for like Red Star Belgrade or used to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't know, FK probably means football team. Karvar I can't say that team. Is that a Russian team?
Yeah, I think that's Red. I think that's Red Star Belgrade. It's just how they spell it in their country. I think.
Red Star Belgrade, right-footed, country Canada, market value 1.4, 6'5".
Yeah, that's how they
big
spell
boy.
it.
35 years old, but goalies are allowed to be old. You're allowed to be an old goalie. It's okay.
Yeah.
We were going on about Ochoa yesterday. Was he 30? Was he 38?
Yeah.
30? It's not. 40's getting old for a goalie. You still got a year or two left.
Bro,
goalies-
Buffon is still playing in Italy. Like,
Yeah.
dude, he cleared 40 a few years ago.
They
He's like
don't get
43.
beat. They don't get. First of all, they're not like hockey goalies. They can't like change a game. I mean, if there's only so much they can do.
They can definitely keep you in the game. If
Yeah,
you're defensive.
for sure. Another thing is their knees don't get tore the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not running around.
They're running around. They don't have to retire at 32 when they're getting all banged up. So yeah, and like I think 40 is an old goalie. I think you can't look at all these goalies' ages the same way you can look at the guys that are on the field running around. I think it's a completely different thing.
Well, yeah, I think it's like on-field players, their prime is like considered at 27, 28, whereas goalkeepers, their prime is usually considered like 33.
33, yeah. And also, you don't see a lot of young goalies. Like, I know we had a guy here in Wiesbaden, he's 19. He didn't play a game all year, not one. Yeah, he didn't play one game. I guess they didn't trust him. So they brought in another guy that was in his 30s to take a spot when we went down 2 keepers. I think that's just a way for the young goalie. We kind of got to earn it.
And so yeah, that's the thing. You got it's rare to see a really young keeper because you have people like Emi Martinez, who's now considered one of the best and Argentina's first choice. But I don't think he started playing till he was like 24.
24,
which
yeah.
is like
it's getting to be too
like
late
for
a striker. Yeah. I was getting old, so. Because I just heard people, I can't believe he's still playing. Nah, he's probably got a few more years left.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Someone who is old is Atiba Hutchinson on the bench for Canada. He's an outfield player and he is 40.
Oh, good for
It feels like he's been around forever.
What is his name?
Atiba Hutchinson. He's on the bench at the moment.
He's on the bench.
He used to play for Besiktas in Turkey, but I don't know if he's still there or not.
Hutchinson, 40 years old. Well,
But yeah, he's been around forever.
I would be rooting for him if.
I'm surprised that Canada has Buchanan on bench. Buchanan's been pretty good the past couple of years.
Yeah, I did find that interesting as well. Yeah, maybe it's like a tactic, pace off the bench with Buchanan.
Yeah, super sub kind of thing.
Pepe.
I think was it in January Inter was allegedly looking into Buchanan and then nothing came of it.
Because he's still fairly young, right?
Yeah.
What is that guy yelling? Oh, I gotta tune this in. Hold on. What's going on here?
Buchanan's 24.
Oh God, this guy sucks.
Yeah, this guy does suck a lot.
It's got like 5 people in the crowd going.
Nobody gives a fuck, bro. Like, look at the one girl wearing the Mexico shirt. She said. That's cool. That I like. You see the kid? He got half a U.S. shirt and then half a Mexico shirt. That's cool.
Oh, that's cute. Did you hear? Did you hear who Wiesbaden drew for the cup today?
I saw your Twitter, bro.
Yeah, he's like, we do champs. I was hoping we were gonna get because it was coming down to either them or Bremen, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take Bremen because it'd be kind of funny because his grandpa is a big Bremen guy. He's followed the team his whole life. But wouldn't that be a kick? It also would have been an easier matchup for us. So yeah, we draw the champs. Lucky us. I hope that's not a sign to things to come. They're saying all our best players have already been picked off. It just hasn't been announced yet. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
they're
I
all
wonder
going to
if it's
Cologne,
better.
which
I wonder
means-
if it's. I wonder if it's better just force them to play out their fucking contracts. You know, I mean, at least you have a better shot at staying in the second league instead of just getting relegated again. Yeah.
Suppose.
Yeah, but you gotta understand something too. If you're gonna let them play out their contracts, you're still trying to make a profit with the club. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah. I mean,
Well,
I mean, I don't know the- I don't know the money.
The whole team.
do you make more money staying in the damn league than you do by letting them go? I don't know. It frees up. It frees up
Suppose
space.
I suppose it depends on like how good the players are, and how much you're getting in, and how much money
Yeah.
you get from the league. I suppose.
Hollabach jumped.
Like if it was like
on-
Premier League,
yeah.
the Prem money's like crazy. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
No,
you might
it's
as well
probably
keep
only a
them.
couple. I'm guessing. Well, I'm guessing I'm going by transfer market, but he went from 600,000 up to about 1.7 million. You know,
Yeah, someone like that, I feel like you've got to sell.
is that going to
for
make
the money you can
1.7
get
million
for
going to
him.
break your team? I mean, I suppose it depends on the team. You know, and letting them go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the money's worth it for someone like Hollaback, but then maybe one of the lesser players where the price isn't that high, maybe it's probably better off keeping them.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Leach told me that don't worry about him because he's saying claiming there's rumors out there that they picked up some Spanish player that's played in the first league before that should fill that role, but he's older. It's not like a long-term investment. You know.
Mm.
He's like, just kind of keep you in the second league type thing, which I don't know. I really don't know what are their goals, you know.
I'd assume just to stay in the league, right?
I've been told that the second league's wild. I don't pay any attention to it, and anybody can win it every year. It's 10 times better. It's 10 times better than the Bundesliga itself. So it can be a wild ride. And we did see
We were
last
talking
week.
about that
You
too.
were watching.
Yeah,
We were
it's
watching the last day with the Heidenheim situation is a wild story in itself. You know. So, are they starting late
Seems to
because
be a
the
thing
game?
with second tier.
I mean, I got to be honest with you. Most of the people I talk to, the people who are hard into soccer over here in Germany, they kind of like second, third tier shit. It's more interesting. You know, I think there's kind of a movement in Europe in general to second tier focus. Like, it's become so predictable up top, and not that interesting.
Yeah.
Or you get a
A lot of that is
situation,
money has ruined a lot of that.
well, you get a situation, you get a nice story like Union Berlin possibly win the league, and then it just kind of falls apart at the end, and then Bayern, they just get away with it again. And then with Arsenal, kind of the same thing with Man City. Although there's definitely a lot more. That was a kind of a freak too, because Chelsea and Liverpool and Man U had subpar years all at once, which is weird. That's why I think Arsenal won't be back in it next year, but we'll see. I think it was just this was the year to do it for Arsenal, and I think no. I see Man City winning another one.
Probably,
Sorry,
yeah.
maybe not a treble.
Although Pep's supposedly not gonna extend his contract, so soon he'll be gone, and then people can start
Well, that'd
winning the
open
league
up-
again.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I wonder where he's gonna go next.
He's gonna go to Wiesbaden.
Tough. I think he'll go Juve. He'll
gonna
go
go-
like somewhere in
he'll go
Italy,
in- he's
and
gonna
then
go
just
to
go and
Inter
win the league
Miami.
again.
Juve is in kind of panic mode right now.
He's gonna go Inter
Can you
Miami.
imagine? He goes to the MLS. To be fair, if I was into Miami, I'd be throwing all like Messi money at him, because to have a coach of that level in the MLS could really help, because then you think aspiring coaches in the US are then going to be studying a lot more and seeing Pep
No, and
Guardiola.
seeing that,
so you
yeah,
think
that's probably see what he's.
the
up to.
quality of the coaching might
Good
go
point.
up.
Might be more valuable than Messi
Gotta-
himself.
Mm.
You know?
You gotta wonder how much more Messi money you have over there, though. Like,
Yeah, I gave him half an apple to get him over there.
yeah.
Yeah, give the other half to Pep.
I saw a quote. I don't know if he said it. I mean, you don't know what this translation in Spanish. It sounded a little arrogant, but wasn't untrue either. He said, "I've accomplished everything there is in football," and I knew that's true. There's nothing he hasn't accomplished. right, at the highest level for sure. I was a little surprised he said it out loud.
I did find that strange.
You saw that too? You saw the quote?
Yeah.
I wonder if he even
they
said it.
saw a lot of it circling around.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
like if he was smart, he would have said, "I've done everything but this." Like no one's been able to carry fucking, bring
True.
MLS to the next level. Americans like, I'm gonna do this now, But I don't
If I
think
was interviewing him, I said, "You've done everything apart from win the MLS."
Well, apparently, one of his teammates on PSG or for Barcelona sent him a picture of the table and Miami at the bottom, and he supposedly laughed. I don't think it really matters. It's like, what if Miami lose this season? It really doesn't matter if they win or lose. Probably matters a little more next season. But it doesn't take much to get in the playoffs. There's a lot of spots. If they could if Messi get them on a bit of a run, we're at the halfway point in the season. There's plenty of time to maybe not win the league, but it's definitely time to get in a playoff spot for sure. So, and which would be a kind of a cool story. They were dead last, and Messi dragged them in the playoffs, and then they did such and such in the playoffs.
That would be cool.
And then it'd be interesting to see what they do in Leagues Cup, which is a whole new thing, which is going to be great. So, I think it's fantastic. And then you have Champions League, or now it's Champions Cup again. You got a lot. Say Champions slots up for grabs. So, I think one of them takes you right to the round of 16. So if you win that sucker, and then you're gonna have. It's too bad the Champions League sucked so bad at the end. They really didn't put up much of a fight. If you watched last year, Tigers versus Seattle Sounders, it's way better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Way
And
better.
so LAFC were pretty dead in this one.
Yeah, it just didn't even look like they belonged there. And I was so confident. First of all, they're having problems domestically. They played a lot of games. They played Houston back to back, and Houston beat them in both games. Houston's not exactly a dominating MLS, side. They're kind of been in the shitter for the last 10 years. They started winning.
Houston
Houston used to be good. They were good for a stretch. They won 2 in a row. But after that, they haven't done anything. But no, the teams right now are St. Louis, Seattle's creeping in there. They're dangerous, and Cincinnati, they're just taking over the league, just killing it in every way possible. And
Which is one that Hani Mukhtar's at.
Mukhtar, it just had a hat trick last night.
Which team does he play for?
He plays for Nashville. So, he was hurt most of the season. He had to catch up with who's the winger for the French winger for LAFC?
Bouanga.
Yeah, he's passed him already. He's up by 3 goals now. He tied him last week.
He's taken him already.
Yeah. Dude, Henny, I heard Leach making an argument that maybe because the German national team's so fucking dead that maybe bringing Hanny over is not the worst thing. But they just look at it. They take one glance. What league does he play in? All right. But I mean, that's 2 years in a row of just this league being his. So I mean, I wouldn't mind as a German national fan, I'd give Hanny a shot. Why not? They lost to Poland the other day. They were lackluster. They look like they sucked. You got guys in ESPN FC saying this is the worst German side in the last 30 years, which is insulting from a team that only won, the World Cup 9 years ago.
That's the thing, you had that generation of players is gone, and the new one coming through just really hasn't stepped up at all.
Yeah, I guess it's going to be a scattered crowd. It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
What can you do, man?
Yeah,
this is not really a big
a
big trophy. Not many people care about it. People cared about the Mexico game because it was the Mexico game.
The Mexico game, and there was something on it. That's it. Can't miss Mexico.
Mexico and the U.S. can play in a friendly, and you'll get a crowd like that. I guarantee.
Well, the thing is, if those fans are in there, maybe they're paying half attention to Seattle and USA. They're going up against a pretty fucking good team. You know, the Canadian teams. You know, it's a good thing. You know, I go to a stadium that's not always full, but I know those guys are pouring their hearts out. You know, and trying to do, and you're gonna see that on both sides as soon as this game kicks off. The Mexicans are still there. Go home. We beat you.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what happened? I tell you exactly what happened. They bought tickets for both games, thinking they were going to be there, or hoping.
It's like, what the hell? Might as well go. They're probably American anyway. You know, I was like, I don't think. Yeah. They're glory hunting. Like, oh, my team got out. Oh, I guess I'm from LA anyway, so I'll just stay.
Yeah. Yesterday, soy mexicano. Today, soy americano.
Exactly. Well, you know, this could become a bit of a rivalry too. It'd be definitely healthy for CONCACAF if the big we have the big three.
Did we play them? When was the last time we played them?
I think we lost. Like I forget. I think we lost the last 3 times to them.
Let me see.
We have not fared well against Canada at all.
US v Canada record. You brought up the hockey record. I don't want to see that. No. I already know that's not good.
Well, we did beat him in the World Cup in '96. I just want to make sure in hockey, just put that out there. But it hasn't been good since then.
Not long.
Yeah, we beat him in the World Cup. We did. It was best out of 3 too, and we beat him. It's great. It's probably one of the best.
We have 16 wins over them in total.
Oh, so. Total. But what's the recent ones? Recent ones aren't good.
When they've actually been good.
I think it's not great.
Why can't I just bring up like a list? Oh, here we go.
We need a list.
So the last time we played them was in the World Cup, which was a loss. No, it was a win. That was a win.
Anyway.
This is v Canada.
Okay.
So the last time we played, we lost. Before that we drew. The 2 before that were wins.
Okay.
We beat them in the Gold Cup. I was right there.
Okay.
And we beat them in the last Nations League.
We could see them very soon.
You won the Gold Cup, didn't you?
The Gold Cup kicks off right after this, by the way. So we could be seeing all these teams real soon in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
You know, there's always something doing in summer football, you know.
Next week. Yeah, like bro, it's like we said the other day. There's no off season, man. Like,
there's no off season. No, there's no off season. It's probably not good for the players, but it's good for me.
But well, that's why you see them rotate the squads. You know what I mean? The U.S. has to play Jamaica first up in the Gold Cup, so we have that to look forward to.
Jamaica's team's funny because it's just a bunch of English rejects. If you look at it, so literally, if you couldn't make it at England, like people like Mikel Antonio, it's like you go and play for Jamaica.
I was trying to explain the Balogun situation to my son. It's like, well, he could have played for Nigeria, England, or U.S. And he's like, is he American? It's like, not really, but
not
he was
really.
born in America. Like, well, how could he do that? Well, he was born in Brooklyn, and you know that's not far from where Daddy grew up. But you know his parents are Nigerian, but he grew up in England. And he's like, that's how he goes. He goes, how many choices would I have? And I said 2, actually. If you got that good, you would have 2.
Yeah.
He said, what would you want me to play for? I said, I'd want you to play for the States, but I wouldn't be broken up. He played for Germany. He shot in a World Cup.
I mean,
yeah.
I always bring up Giuseppe Rossi.
Yeah.
He was born in New Jersey and ended playing for Italy.
That's right. He played for the Bastard. That's right. I forgot about that.
And I remember saying when I was like, dude, it would have been awesome to play for the States. But
he was good,
you know what?
too.
You can't fault him. Yeah. He played for the team. He knew he had a better shot at winning the trophy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Can you fault these guys for that? No. And then I remember he said that why didn't Lewandowski play for Germany? And because I told him Klose and Podolski were Polish, and he goes, well, he couldn't. Why? Well, he had no connection. Klose and Podolski had a connection. You have to have a connection. Yeah. So this international team, and I told him, once you pick one team, it's permanent. Then he goes, well, didn't you just tell me Balogun played in the English team? I'm like, yeah, sorta.
Yeah.
It's kind of complicated.
It's not permanent until you're over 21. I think
21.
that's like the
Yeah,
cutoff.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can
switch
bounce back and
before.
forth until you hit the senior team.
It is weird seeing the English uniform, and then all of a sudden he's American uniform. It's kind of weird. I'm glad he chose us. It's a little surprised that the English don't seem too broken up about him not sticking around. I find that a little
The
strange.
thing is,
Yeah,
most
but-
English people don't really know too much about him. I think is the main thing because he's only had one professional season, and that was in France this year.
So,
Like he was
alright.
only playing youth football before.
So if he had
most
15
English
goals in
fans
the
won't
Prem,
know.
they'd probably be having a fit if he took the States.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
but
okay.
like he's never had a season in the Prem, so most English fans don't really know a
Yeah,
lot about
really
him.
is.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess most soccer people aren't like us, like following everything they can get their hands on. You know, you just follow your local,
You know,
and that's it.
you learn that lesson a lot. You learn that lesson a lot when you spend a lot of time on Twitter. You realize
yeah,
your views on things don't really reflect the rest of the world.
No, it really
Because
doesn't.
When you're so into something, you think everybody is like you. And it's
Yeah,
just-
yeah,
it's
you think
never
everybody's
that way.
following the same
Yeah.
way you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing I noticed about Jody when I wanted to start this little project. He follows like everything, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think that kind of works, but we're probably better off going with one team. I'll be honest with you. You know, but I wasn't gonna make $1 million doing Wiesbaden. You know,
Yeah.
I would. It'd be funny
I
if
thought
like
it was a
somebody.
big market for it.
Wouldn't it be funny if somebody intercepted like Arsenal TV and they weren't really an Arsenal fan, but they fooled those guys and imagined getting in the crew? That'd be great. What a story that would be.
It would be quite funny.
What have they said? What was their reason for Arsenal not making it this year? Like, what was their excuse? I'm kind of interested.
Bottled it.
God, they bottled it. Who bottled it worse, PFB or Arsenal? Who do you think?
Ooh,
Oh.
it's a tough one. I'd say Dortmund
Yeah.
for
I think
me.
Dortmund.
Yeah, I gotta say Dortmund too.
Because Dortmund had multiple
There
chances
They
to
had
win
it.
the league. And
Yeah, and
fucked
then
it.
RB
No, yeah, there was
Leipzig.
no
And RB
excuse,
Leipzig.
bro.
I was watching that game. RB Leipzig handed it to him. Handed it. Like, here you go. It's all yours. You can have it.
So yeah, Leipzig Mainz beat Bayern and gave them a
Yeah, I
chance
know.
to go ahead, and they didn't.
Well, that was the
I think
crazy
there was another
thing.
game
'Cause
as well.
There's a lot of there's a lot of Wiesbaden fans that root for Mainz, okay? But I'm like, and I do too. I'm one of them, right? So everybody's come. We have this like pitch situation where we go on the pitch and we didn't win the league or even get promoted yet, and we come out. All these people are staring at their phone, cheering that Mainz is beating Dortmund. I'm like, guys, this day couldn't get any worse. All right, now like Bayern's gonna league on the. You're kidding me, right? Like you're oh, it's Mainz. I'm like, because Mainz is literally like walking distance. Like we're a twin city, Wiesbaden, Mainz, right? I can be downtown in Wiesbaden as quick as I can be in Mainz. You know, I can be the stadiums. I'm a little closer to the stadium in Wiesbaden, but not much. It'd still be about the same amount of time I had to get down there. You know. So they were rooting. I was like, man, I don't want fucking Bayern to win again. 11 in a row, you kid. I know. That top level shit.
Normally I'd support Dortmund in it, but at that point I was just pissed off with them because they kept bottling it. So I didn't care anymore. It's like, fuck it. You can lose because you deserve it.
You gotta be hating life. Yeah, they did kind of deserve it. I hate to be a Dortmund fan. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Yeah.
Imagine
It's legit the worst thing
all
you
the
can
great
be.
players they had, and just like, fuck it, we just sell them because we're a business, not a football team.
Bro, I'm telling you, Sassuolo in Italy does the same fucking thing.
But the difference being
I-
Sassuolo don't get a chance at the title, though.
Yeah.
True. You're right about that.
It's a little different than
It's just-
bottom.
it's gotta be
I think
annoying.
it's against the rules, to be honest with you.
It's got to be annoying as a fan to every time your team gets a good player, he's immediately sold like 6 months later.
Unless he's Berardi, then he just stays forever.
Yeah, bro, Berardi always comes up in the transfer window and then nobody buys him and he just stays.
Because is Maxime Lopez they're talking about him going as well now,
Yep.
aren't they?
Yep.
And
We just took Fratesi from them. Yeah.
I gotta
with their new manager being
Even their coach, De Zerbi.
step up once
Yeah.
I
more.
wonder if Gino Reyna likes BJ Callahan better than Burles.
They'll play the next
Well, I mean, he's getting next week. He's gonna have to be dealing with Berhalter again.
Yeah, I know. I was like, yeah, next week.
That's crazy. I can't believe they were just like, yeah, we'll rehire.
Well,
him.
you
That's
know, it's
crazy.
so funny. Like everybody felt bad for Berhalter. What happened, and who wouldn't? The cancellation attempt was just like ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, the cancellation.
But
was
I noticed
bullshit.
on
It's
Twitter today, like all the USA Soccer guys were like, "Fuck Berhalter," you know.
The cancellation was stupid, but what I wonder is, do you think it's affected team morale? Like, I don't know if I'd want him anymore after.
I wouldn't want him
you know
because
what I mean?
he benched. Here's the crazy part, right? What the Reyna family did was outrageous, and I think they should be punished, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, there was no reason in the world to bench Gino. None.
Yeah.
None.
Yep.
I don't understand what he was trying to do. It'd be funny if he gets a team, he benches Gino immediately.
First game
Yeah.
back.
You-
No, he just not even bench him. He just doesn't call him up.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
He's
I
too much
think
of a
the
troublemaker in
fans
the
would
locker
turn on
room,
him.
so I don't want him.
The fans would turn on him, huh? Canada, we stand on guard for him. Wait, you think none of these guys look? Nah, that guy looks like a Eastern European gangster, and the rest of these guys look like
Yeah, he does.
the Ghanese
Yeah, bro,
football
these-
team.
These upper decks are empty. Look at that middle.
Yeah, unfortunate. It's like an MLS. It's like a good sized MLS crowd. You know,
Yeah.
I don't care. It's not for them. Let it be our niche sport. Screw it.
Hmm.
Sting, Gino.
You're a hipster.
Look at this not singing, that motherfucker.
He's only
Hey,
just
look,
turned
the
up.
old
He's
U.S.
never had
soccer
it.
logo. I missed that press, dude. Yeah, what do you think, Tommy? You missed the old U.S. crest like I do, or you like the new one?
The new one's really grown on me. The only ones I didn't like the new one is when I heard they were gonna turn into LGBTQ thing, and that really pissed me off because we're not about making like statements. I don't care if they sell jerseys with that on; it don't bother me. But I heard they wanted to do it in Qatar, and I'm like, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
We're not, you know.
Yeah,
Actually,
Why
it's
didn't
kind of growing on me, to be honest with you.
United States and Mexico.
I think the old one was kind of lame.
A
This one's
3-0
like more
defeat.
serious. I don't know.
A tightly contested
Yeah, a
game
little bit.
between
The old one was
Canada
alright.
and Panama.
The old one looked.
Now we're prepared for the Nations
New one looks like a
League
club
final.
thing.
Canada
The old one
and
looked
the
like
United States.
I don't know, a class project. That wasn't, you know.
A look at the lineup that John Herdman has assembled. Alphonso Davies will start in this one.
Burden.
Milan Borjan is in goal.
Borian, that's
Made a
how you say
change
his
in the
name, huh?
back, including going to forward. Kennedy moves
Yeah,
into
that
the
makes
lineup.
sense.
Victoria steps
Because
out.
he was like born in
Buchanan
Yugoslavia,
and
so
the wingbacks are dropped. Osorio
it'd be like a
steps into the
Serbian
field.
pronunciation.
Davies.
Kone will
He's a
sit in front of the
dangerous
back line. Laren and David up front, the two all-time leading goal scorers for the Canadian national team. It is Davies' first start in almost 2 months.
Where's Kyle Laren these
He
days?
went down with a hamstring.
Kaka really hyped up Kyle Laren like years ago when he was at Orlando,
Tonight after 30 blistering
and then
How
he's
many
like
years
not
did
really done a
Kaká
lot.
do in
in the
Orlando?
semifinal. Saeed Martinez oversaw the goal.
I want to say
I don't
like
know, it's
2016. I want to say.
Yeah,
Maybe a
it's
bit
only,
later.
It was only a couple.
He oversaw the
It was like the first. It was like the first and second season, and that was it.
2014 to 2017, he was in Orlando.
Costa Rica, assisted by
So 2
Benjamin
seasons.
Pineda
That was nice
in
of
the
him.
VAR.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we get our seasons for one. We don't cross over to. We don't break the plane.
Pulisic captains
There
the
he is.
United States to another
Yes,
final.
sir.
Great game
Captain
yesterday. I hope he
America.
keeps it up.
Canada.
Laren was at
in
Valladolid
all
this
black
season.
tonight.
No room for discrimination in our game. What's wrong is wrong.
Is this a day of mourning?
What's right is right, Jimmy.
This
What's
kicked
right
it
is right.
over.
What's wrong is wrong.
He disagrees.
Borjan and
He kicked that sign. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Right is right.
The lineup for
Empty
the
versus
United
England.
States, they have 2 changes forced upon them. Dest is out at right back.
Turner.
Big Arsenal
stays in
number
at
2.
goal. Zimmerman comes in for Robinson at center back.
Wow.
Scally steps in.
I wonder
for the
why.
US at right back. In midfield, this is a surprise. Brendan Aronson takes the place of Weston McKennie, who's out with a red
I don't
card
think I've seen
suspension.
Aronson play
Lauren
that deep
Ballard
Played
before.
during the cup.
leads the
He
line
played
for the
in.
United States.
But like
So he
that
played-
deep
he played
or
well.
further forward?
No.
For the US, Musa
I don't know.
Reina
I don't
Scally.
remember
That's the
exactly.
youngest American lineup ever for a
Because
final
whenever I've watched him for like
23
Leeds and
years,
Salzburg, he always played like
Well,
further
you know, we're
forward.
playing a guy that's not even like our coach is not even a professional coach. You know, I mean, like he doesn't have a professional background.
He's a
Who knows?
placeholder, bro.
Buddy, if it's like a genius move, you know.
Well, it worked for Rems
Wouldn't it be
this
funny if
season
he
in
like if he
Balogun's
does
team.
amazing now, and then they end up firing Berhalter again because he just did so well?
Get back. BJ Callahan.
Milan did that a couple of years ago, didn't they? They got Pioli in as interim, and he did so
Yep.
well, and they had
Yep.
Rangnick coming in, and they just told Rangnick, "No, we're all right. We'll stick with Pioli." But yeah, Balogun's team this season, Stad Rem, their coach Will Still didn't even have a coaching license, so they were getting fined every game that he was managing.
That's so funny. How do you get a coaching license?
He was like doing it whilst he was managing, and they were getting like
That's got to
20,000
be the
fine each
stupidest
game.
shit ever. The fact that there's a coaching license. It's so European bullshit. I like something they do over here.
There's like
Yeah.
You must
loads of
get
different
your
levels
license.
and stuff.
Yeah, ridiculous.
In the finale. Scally.
A friend of mine has a coaching license.
First touch
That's
on the ball.
ridiculous.
He and Zimmerman on the right side. A new pairing.
Do you don't need any, do you need the coaching license to coach like youth leagues?
Yeah.
Flicked on by
You do.
Christian
You know,
Yeah,
when I
because my
thought, you want to know how nuts my is? I made it. I didn't make them up. They asked me what my last 5 clubs are. I asked when I first moved here, I said, I'd like to play. I said, but I'm really not good. I just need to play like a men's league. He's like, well, join the local team. Like, you only need to know how to trap the ball. I'm like, okay, fine. You know, so it's a bunch of goofballs. Well, it wasn't. It was a lot more serious than that. And some of those guys were pretty good athletes. I never played because best players played, and I had to give them this really quick. So I'm going there. I'm 28 years old. I haven't played since I was a kid. He goes, name your last 5 teams. I was like, I can't name like what. I played for a Raritan Valley in Flemington, New Jersey in 1986. You know, like literally.
You should have just been like, you should have been like, I play for Chelsea.
And he's like, and the German guys will just make it up.
You should have just said some MLS teams.
FC.
It's
Yeah,
like,
they
right,
wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was at the Rapids.
I
New
played
York,
for
New
Chicago.
Jersey, New York, New Jersey Metro Stars.
Yeah, that's it. You play for the Metro Stars.
should've
How are
put
they
the-
gonna look it up? It doesn't exist.
I should have put the Cosmos. 1983 Cosmos NASL champion.
They brought you in as the Pele replacement.
Yeah.
You were that good.
No, Beckenbauer, he was about to retire.
But a foul, Musa.
Canadians dressed in black.
But yeah, a friend of mine, he plays like semi-pro football, and he does coaching, and he had to get a license to do youth coaching, and now he's like a private coach.
Well, youth coaching, I think
Retains his spot in the back line for the United
maybe you want
States.
to
Laid
check
back by
who's
Gio
creeps
Reyna.
around your kids, but
He's the
I don't know, my
first
kid-
American
I don't know. I
ever to
think it's
kid's-
more to do with like. The
I wonder if my
fitness and
kid's
stuff
drunk
like
coach, wine mom that she is.
For Greg Berhalter's part, he spoke
that as well.
to media here.
I don't know.
He said he does
I think it's more to do with like making sure you do stuff that like
Gio
isn't
Reyna chips this toward
gonna
Borja.
like hurt them.
I thought it was a corner.
Stuff like that.
In play.
I thought we were gonna get a corner.
Salvo comes from Giovanni
Tom,
Reyna.
did you want to capture the?
Oh shit! What are you guys supposed to tell me this shit?
Reyna, a critical portion.
I just remembered myself.
Oh, God.
Borussia Dortmund title chase in the Bundesliga.
Oh, Jesus,
that
the one
came
time
up
I have
so
to-
perilously short.
Yeah, it's coming up, folks.
The 20-year-old named to the Nations League Best 11 in 2021.
Okay, I'm gonna die if I don't go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 1 second.
Ball brought down by
Made a
Leonard,
bad
back
capture.
by Kone.
Sorry.
Alfonso Davies glides in to David. Scally.
Who does that Scally play for? Do you know?
Not a clue. I don't know. I was having a little trouble capturing here. I don't know what's going on.
Davies,
He's like
30
the only
minutes
guy I don't recognise in the
absolutely
team.
tormented Panama.
He plays in the
Scored a
Bundesliga.
fine goal.
Plays for Mönchengladbach.
Punched out by Weah.
No, our guys. If you go man for man on better clubs, we have Canada beat by a long.
Oh yeah, easily.
But it's not like there's still a lot of guys on Canada that are playing in Europe. Period.
2017 and jumped immediately into the national
These guys are
team.
not slouches.
He is now twice reigning CONCACAF.
And so yeah, Scally's the only one I
Player
didn't
of the Year.
recognise that was playing.
Eustachio. Davies. Planks off of Scally.
Canada
Davies
controlling right
once
now.
more. Help from Aronson. Touched by Weah. Continues through Eustachio.
I can already say right now they're a better
And
team than
slings
Mexico.
across through for Laren. Away by Richards.
And so I quite like their coach. I think he's quite interesting.
Yeah.
He's like quite young.
How old is he?
A corner in
Get
the
him
fifth
up.
minute of play for Canada.
John
Motto of
Herdman.
this tournament, the dream is
I'm
now.
gonna beat you to it.
Canada looking
47.
for a dream
Yeah.
You're older than me.
Eustachio drives the cross. Richards.
I think he
Canada.
came from
On the head
women's
of
football.
Alistair Johnston.
He's
Musa
coaching New Zealand from
enters
2006
into
to
the fray
2011.
and circulated
Then
back
went to
by
Canada.
Kennedy.
Oh, he's first in coach in New Zealand
Yeah, New Zealand. Interesting.
because they did fairly well in the World Cup 2010. They like almost got through.
Down to Matt Turner, who is among
Chris
the
Wood
5
didn't miss.
players in the U.S. team slated to take part in the CONCACAF Gold Cup.
All right, I've made it back.
You
Canada
did,
will
sir.
open that tournament at
You
home
missed
in
2 goals.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Remainder of the
Imagine
Gold
it was just like
Cup
6-0 now.
United
Happened to you
States.
before. Believe me.
Final being played a couple hours away by flight
Yeah.
from Las Vegas in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium.
That's actually a nice ball they're using. I don't normally comment on the ball. But I
So
like it.
There's only one great ball. This is
Musa.
the Team Geist ball in 2006. It's the best ball.
Eustachio siphoned it off. Musa recovers.
The
Davies.
Jambalaya, everybody likes that one.
yeah, the Jabiolani, yeah.
Jambalani and
Upfield by
Jambalaya.
Reyna. Weah.
Jambalaya ball.
Jambalaya. And then it's some kind of eat. Here we go. Chance
Here we
for the
go.
United States.
Looking for
Ooh,
Balogun. Punched
great
out
interception.
by Kennedy. And a
Good foot
corner
there.
for the United States.
Heads up play, but we're still going to get a corner kick out of it. Right, nice play by Kennedy.
But they checked the
Gio.
snipers before the game.
I really don't know. Have no idea what Bull Hartman was thinking. I mean, he does not hurt you at all.
Against the
Gio.
United States.
No.
Didn't leave.
You know, forget all that other stuff. It was still stupid to do what they do. But I mean, his parents are way out of line. But I don't know why. Come on, Balogun, show everybody how you make that
To
money.
a great third place game. Mexico won 1-0. Corner here for the United
Cross up.
States.
Get Balogun out of here.
Oh.
Put Pepe in.
But he will retrieve and recycle.
So
One corner
Balogun
kick.
got
Ah!
linked with Milan.
I'm just busting balls, man. I'm grateful for Balogun. I'll give him a chance.
And struck wide
Strike goes
Ooh.
wide.
by
Wow.
Zimmerman.
Zimmerman.
Yeah, he got linked to Milan in the week. Balogun.
He scored 3
Yeah.
times
Really?
for the United States.
AC
twice
Milan?
Major League Soccer's
Really?
Yeah.
Defender of the Year.
He was also linked with
And
Inter,
he put his laces
but that
through
seems to have
that.
fizzled. That's the thing. That's
Until
the thing about the
we buy
transfer market
Lautaro.
rumors. Yeah,
You know, I
yeah,
was
then we're in
watching-
trouble.
I was watching the game yesterday. I'm like, who's that big black guy up there? He's kind of running funny. I realized I was watching Belgium was Lukaku.
Milan Borjan, as soon as the
Yeah,
ball
he's got a
hit
doofy
Canada,
run, doesn't he?
He's kind of fun of. Yeah, he's kind of. Who's that big guy? He's like NFL big, you know.
Yeah, he is. He's a big
A
dude.
really a big boy.
Saying, let's all be smart.
That was
Canada on the break a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Forward
Oh, that's
from
Oh, that was
nice.
a great
Warren
pass.
at Turner.
Nice pass.
Yeah. Shot straight at the
Probably
keeper.
did. Yeah,
there.
it's just straight at the keeper. But there wasn't much you could do with him in the kind of time he had, though. In fairness,
Yeah, true.
he had to get. Yeah, good way to get
Defender
back.
closed down well.
Wait for the fullbacks to get back to force that shot.
Richie Larea. Jedi Robinson.
Jedi
Richards.
Robinson.
Jedi?
Yeah.
It's one hell of a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
His buddy Sith Miller.
A content Canadian side. Pulisic lost. Laren.
Uh-oh.
David,
Yeah, Canadians.
Gomez.
I don't like this.
Lorraine.
They're better. I can tell you right now they're better than Mexicans. Tell you right now the Canadians are better than Mexicans.
Defended by Pulisic.
The Mexicans had a pretty good game
Lorraine
today.
Once more.
Yeah, they were
Yeah, we were watching it before.
watching and acting like jerks.
Classic Mexico.
Robinson haircut
Yeah.
makes him look like a turnip.
Jonathan David turned away.
That's another thing about soccer. There's always got to be dudes with like wild hair. Soccer players can't just have regular hair. They're like drummers in rock bands, you know?
Yeah.
They got to stand out.
Well, you know, I remember I saw that video of Ronaldo, and there, I guess, because when Seth Batter got charged with some kind of corruption thing, and they're asking Ronaldo, so what's going on in the locker room, you guys? What are you guys talking about with this FIFA thing? And Ronaldo's like, do you want to know the truth? And he goes, I don't think he's like, I don't think we can handle it. He told us, oh, here we go, opportunity. Here's a chance. Ooh,
Johnson.
forced out. Pulisic forced out of the box.
Yeah, Balogun's waiting.
Rough defense. Drops the way.
Weah through. Weah.
Get out of the way! Come on! Ah!
Scraps.
They got in the way.
This is gonna be.
That's
I
right.
wonder, like, these people don't know what they're. This might end up being a classic. You know,
Yeah.
start off
Feeling
wild.
good so far,
Yeah,
man.
so far, both ends. You know, I don't see any Americans. They really got it. I don't.
Look at
I
how
love it.
Balogun is able to step out.
His
in
dad
front
won
of
a Ballon
Kennedy.
d'Or,
All
yeah.
that strength.
And so it's a shame he's not as good as his dad.
Continue that run. Lost by
And so
Miller.
his dad took him
Balogun
to
on
have
the
trials
run
at
for the United
Chelsea when he was like
States.
10.
Oh really?
Did he?
Balogun
Yeah.
breaks
That's great.
free. Off of Miller.
Oh.
Because Raya came to Chelsea for like a season at one point. So I assume it must have been like around then.
Well, I like him, and I think I thought he played
Balogun
well.
said it
He's
would
always
be
played well
a
for us.
business endeavor.
Oh, I'm not
Just
complaining.
another
Yeah, I
game
agree.
against
Yeah,
Mexico.
No, he's always.
I wouldn't describe him
he's-
as
I would
bad
say
at
he's
all.
an impact player.
Balogun already
He's always
showing
making stuff happen.
why
Always
US
bringing me
fans
out of
were
my seat.
clamoring to see his debut. Once he chose the U.S. to represent
Here we go.
less than a month ago.
USA.
Gio Reyna.
Gio! Yeah,
It's
Gio!
him.
Oh, that was Robinson. Who was it?
It's Richards.
Richards.
First international goal.
Oh, that's gotta feel good.
Yeah, that's the
Chris
McKenny
Richards.
standard.
How many of the players
All
playing
right.
him? I don't think we have one MLS player. I think both of them are on Toronto and on Canada. I don't know if we have an MLS player in the bunch.
Yeah, they're all Europe. No, Zimmerman. Zimmerman's
Never played
MLS.
MLS?
The rest of
Okay.
them are all Europe.
Okay.
Could have been a part of the
Zimmerman's
World
at
Cup
Nashville,
for
I
the
think.
US.
Okay.
Injuries robbed him of that opportunity.
Yeah, Richards, who just scored, plays for Crystal Palace.
I know
Reyna
there's
plays for
two Toronto.
Dortmund.
I know there's two Toronto outfit players in Canada.
He leans this header down.
Right.
Yeah, that Osorio guy.
Guides it by
I know he's
Boyan.
at Toronto.
Ooh.
And his first international goal
Oh.
puts the USA ahead.
Goalie
Good
should have
header.
had it. Yes or no?
I don't think so.
No.
As they look to go back.
I think he did well with the header to hit it low like that. Where it's
But
really hard to
everybody,
get as a
nobody
keeper.
expects at your knees. You know, they always tell you go low.
Well, yeah, because the keeper has to get down for it,
Yeah.
and it's so much harder. Yeah, I think I'd just put that down to that was just a good header.
Okay.
Osorio and Weah having words.
Get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Get out of the
That's
way.
never gonna get old, bro.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
I'm surprised he didn't choose Liberia like his dad.
I mean, you know, you want to fall into obscurity.
Well, Canada have taken the
It's like
punt.
again, it's like the Rossi thing. You got to choose. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna choose your better shot.
Laren swept through for the on-rushing
Comes
Lorena.
across for Canada. Oh, no, a little too much there.
Oh, and it goes out.
A little too much there, homeboy.
You know, I'm still waiting for one day. I know it's gonna happen in my lifetime. Someone's gonna manage to hack one of those LED boards during your game
Chris Richards
and just
Yeah.
put like, just have like dicks scrolling by, you know?
Yeah, that'd be
It
great.
was so funny.
A leg injury injury kept him
I'm all
out.
about it. I said funny. I
Even
did sometimes
consideration
watching
for it.
Bosnia
Started in
and
Dallas,
Portugal,
finished
and
his
they
academy
pulled the
career
camera
at
off.
Bayern Munich.
And my son's like, "What's
Palace
going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's some probably an asshole in the
12
field. They don't want to show it."
to bring him
What is
in.
Yeah,
he
they
doing?
always do that.
I said, "Sometimes people run naked on the field." He
Zimmerman.
Tommy looked at me like, "Really? It's crazy." So I actually found out what it was. It was just some black guy. He just
Kennedy.
hugs at Ronaldo,
Borjan.
you know, and he started going. And Ronaldo,
Oh yeah, yeah,
surprisingly calm about. I
Header
wouldn't.
forward by Richards.
yeah. He was chill.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody. I'm worried about somebody stabbing me or something. You know what I mean?
Scally.
I would be too,
don't
but
know.
I think
This
it's happened to him a lot.
is
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
collection of attacking
You
talent that
think
Canada's
like
put
maybe he looks
together.
at it, let them do it, let
Lest
him
we
calm
forget,
down. You know,
David,
the
one of the
situation
leading
getting out of
scorers.
control. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
For Lille
Yeah.
in France.
Plus, it's obviously going to be a bit safer in a stadium because obviously they check you before you go in.
Yeah.
First yellow card of the
Ooh,
match
so.
for that extended leg through midfield. And
Oh,
that is Scott Kennedy in the book.
Plus, imagine being insane enough to stab like Ronaldo on live TV on a football pitch.
Well, you remember Monica
Yeah,
Seles?
That's like
So
serious.
Never say never. Happened to Monica Seles in Germany. Guy jumped over to tennis and stabbed her. Ruined her career. One of the most dominating players ever. Was beating up on Steffi Graf. German guy jumped over because he wanted Stephanie to be #1 spot because
Kyle
he was
Larin
creeping
coming
in.
off a good
Stabbed her,
campaign
that was
the
the end of
second
it.
half in La Liga. On
She
loan from
survived, but
Bruges.
mentally, and I think it did something to
Of
her.
course, Alphonso Davies. Canada far from out. And lest we forget, David scored in 4 Nations League games in a row. That's Balogun holding off Kennedy. And then charging into Johnston. Kennedy. Eustachio. He's the
I just hear Aisha, the streamer Aisha Speed, finally met with Ronaldo.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was because of Rafa Leao. Did you see that?
No, I just saw him hug him.
I saw the clip. I saw the clip of him and
I saw
Leao.
a clip. He got
Yeah,
out
he
of
was
the car.
with Leao, and Leao stopped Ronaldo in his car coming past to get Ronaldo to come out and meet him.
Yeah.
I got mad at I Show Speed the first time he met Leao, and he was like, "What?" He said, "What did he tell me? Is he a Chelsea fan? Was it Chelsea? I don't remember what club he told me, or Madrid. I don't remember what club he told me he wanted to play for." And Leao was like, "Oh, I played for Milan though." And then I Show Speed's like, "What the fuck is Milan?
Yeah,
That
he's
trash."
right.
I was like, "Bro,
Well, he got
Bro.
bit. I don't think he's an old school soccer guy. Like he got bit by the football bug. You know.
Yeah.
Watching
Yeah,
like
big time.
videos, and he got into FIFA.
yeah, that's what happened."
Yeah, he never was. I don't think he comes from. I think he comes from more like a typical American sports family. I think he
Yeah.
played high school football. You know, he's in incredible shape. Yeah.
Miller.
Oh,
He's
I
very
missed
fast.
Mex in chat before. If the U.S. loses to Canada after beating Mexico 3-0, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Slides away from Leia.
I missed that before.
Steps into
But
the
he
pocket,
turned that whole meet
finds the
Ronaldo
width.
thing into a thing.
Davies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Davies
It's just a gimmick,
shipping
yeah.
Out of
Yeah.
play altogether.
You see when he met fake Ronaldo?
Oh no, I didn't know that. He meant fake Ronaldo.
Yeah, he met an impersonator.
Funny. That was fake Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. I was surprised Ronaldo wasn't like, get the fuck off me, guy. He wasn't like
Turner
that.
was, let's be honest, an
Yeah.
afterthought.
I've seen it. I've seen him do that before.
I wouldn't blame him. I have no issue with it, by the way.
Zach Steffen
What? No,
was
I agree with you. I've
Yeah.
seen him like I've seen people rush the field and he don't give a fuck. You know.
Mm.
He's so patient. It's dangerous. People are crazy.
I wouldn't blame him either. Like I've seen that happen in like
No, I don't blame him.
like
Like I said, after
like
Mel
professional
Casella's
wrestling
got
matches.
stabbed out of nowhere, I don't think these guys, especially if you jump on the field, you know, you don't know who you're dealing with. Because if somebody could have a gun, a knife,
And he has not seen
not
the
out of the
role
question.
yeah.
The U.S. national team since.
Yeah, I've seen it happen in like professional wrestling matches.
Oh
And
yeah,
they don't-
kick,
if you do
the
that in a
wrestlers
professional-
kick your shit
they don't give a
out of you.
fuck.
They kick the
Yep,
shit
they don't
out
give a
of you.
fuck. Yeah.
My God.
Because I remember a couple seasons ago when Jack Grealish got punched by a fan, like in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And that was like a whole big thing.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I think in football, I think 90% of the time when people charge the field, they usually don't do it to harm the players. At least from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Usually it's just them trying to make an idiot out of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Usually.
it's like very rare when it's like a violent thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you were
Yeah.
gonna do something violent, you'd pretend to be an idiot, and just enough
True.
time. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Scally off of Davies. Scally recently extended through 2027 at Borussia Mönchengladbach in Germany. He steps in there and clears. So a pair of Bundesliga players matched up on that side. Scally, less known to the casual fan, only his 6th cap, and going up against, of all players, Alphonso Davies. This will be perhaps the greatest test of his career. Miller back from Osorio. Miller held off Weah.
Get out of the way.
You're really gonna rinse that one, aren't you?
I'm gonna be doing it all left and right.
Oh, it's gonna be his. That's gonna be his thing. You gotta get a T-shirt made. That says "Get out of the way."
Yeah, get out. Of
That's what you gotta do.
Make one for myself. Wait till he scores. Then you're gonna see me really use it.
What if he blocks a shot? Then you'll really be shouting it.
Now, so get out of Lukaku
Richards
then.
in the 12th minute. It's ahead off the corner. Musa blasted from behind by Eustáquio.
What happened, bro? Musa.
Musa's not too bad either.
I ain't bad. I like our team. I mean, I don't know. As good as it could be. I don't know if there's anything that could be really done to improve it. We got, you know.
No, I think it's in the best state we can hope for. Honestly.
Yeah.
Aronson.
You know, the other problem is, you know, we were in the quarterfinals.
Off the head of Zimmerman.
2002.
Osorio.
We were hopelessly underrated
The goal in the 12th minute from
with that
Richards.
team. I don't think anybody really
Makes him
respected
the
Landon
first
Donovan. I don't
player
think anybody
to score his
respected
first goal for the U.S.
Casey
national
Keller,
team in a
stuff like that. I don't think they really
championship
gave him half a chance. So I think when European teams play us now, they don't make that mistake anymore. And it kind of showed with the Dutch. The Dutch disposed of us pretty quickly. Yeah. Whereas I think we damn near beat Germany in the quarterfinals. If it wasn't for Turks and Franks handball, we would have. So
Kone.
I wonder. I do wonder if
Kennedy.
oof,
Splayed that back.
that's kind of been to our detriment, but also I think long term
Breathing down his neck.
it'll be to our
Now
benefit because
Pulisic into the fray.
you're gonna have to learn to deal with teams playing at top level. You know, if you want to win a World Cup, you're gonna have to beat a France, a Germany, and Italy at some point in the tournament. If that's what you want.
He's now
So,
got 21 goals for official
you know,
competitions
being a
with the
challenge,
US.
you know, getting the
It
easiest
seems
way out,
whenever
you know,
he
through
wears
is
that
not
crest,
necessarily gonna be a good thing.
all the outside noise goes away.
You know, you're not-
he is, after all, the figurehead
You're not
of a US
you're not meeting
generation, of
Saudi
which
Arabia
much
in
is
the
expected.
semifinals. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Literally,
Yeah.
He was among the faces of the side that failed to
Then if you
qualify
are,
to the
something's
World
gone
Cup
very
in
wrong.
2018. It appears they've righted
Well, I
this
mean,
wrong to some
they
extent,
beat Argentina.
but this is
They did.
supposed to
They're
be
basically world champions.
of a group
Yeah.
set to turn the corner and make a real run at the World Cup.
That means technically they are better than the current.
I
world
remember they
champion.
beat him. Like, I was just thinking, God damn, Messi can't get a fucking break, man.
Yeah.
And then they became
I'm
unstoppable.
surprised FIFA don't have them number one because of that.
Club
Yeah.
level remains to be seen.
Yeah, that's what he should be number
The
one in the world.
CONCACAF officials, led by Victor Montagliani,
Victor Montagliani.
Yeah.
Wow.
Montagliani. Yeah.
trophy out, and the medals
Victor Montagliani.
potentially in about an hour and a half.
I wonder where he's from.
Yeah, he's definitely not connected.
Yeah, he's in the Montagliani crime family out in.
Musa
I don't know, South
Stockdale
Jersey.
waving says there's nothing there.
You know, Long Island, bro. Long Island. He came from the mean streets of Nassau County.
You can hear John Herdman. We need a 9. Someone has to step forward. That U.S.
Can you
back
tell if a
line,
name's Sicilian or not?
Someone's got to stay.
'Cause I have trouble with
not
Italian
really.
names, but I don't trouble with Italian American names.
The final
You know?
in 2021.
So I
Yeah.
was wondering, since most of the people I grew up with are
Extra time, it was a
Sicilian
ballistic penalty.
descent.
Well,
Yeah.
most of the common Italian American names here, like Russo and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Pounding off target. And Ethan Horvath
Yeah, but
came off the bench
Matagliani, I'd be
Ronaldo
crazy. I don't know if
equalizer in
that's not the
dying
first
minutes
time I've
that could
heard
have
that, you know?
sent that match
Or
Yeah.
an Ani at the end of a name, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I have no problem pronouncing any of them. I have a problem pronouncing like the Italian national team's name.
Allegiant Stadium in
I don't know what it is,
Las
'cause I
Vegas.
figured
Upper deck, largely
Maybe
full.
most of the
You
names
can
are
see
just tend to be like
big
Southern or
sections.
Sicilian.
Mexican fans probably assumed that they would be occupying.
But I don't know. I don't know much
Massive
about
collision
Italy.
from Walker Zimmerman.
I live close to it. I
Larin
never
just
go.
got
That's next.
Yeah, you really should.
No, that's next. I finally talked my wife into taking me. Like we finally went to France. We're going again. Next is Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Larin came through the American.
Anywhere in
Collegiate
particular in Italy?
UConn was a first overall
I think
pick
going
in
to
the
Sicily,
MLS
too, yeah.
Super Draft. That's
I don't know. That's
And that's gonna be annoying.
You know what?
You gotta-
It's by the
boat.
beach. Yeah, I go to a nice beach place. Where all the other, you know, my wife goes. She goes where all the other, like whenever we stay in a hotel, it's always like a German hotel. And everybody's there is
Yeah.
German. Which I would rather stay with because like if you go down to like Tenerife, it's like there's German hotel, English hotel, French motel, you know.
Yep.
So I was like, I gotta take a fucking English hotel. I mean, at least you could talk to some people, because the Germans, shockingly, they don't even talk to each other unless they know each other. So it's like really boring. I rather.
Miller.
He goes, but my wife did point this out. He goes, the problem with the English is they get drunk, and I don't want them getting drunk in front of Tommy. I'm like, yeah, you're right, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have a
they don't want.
tendency
They
to
don't
do
want.
that.
They drink in front of the kids. She doesn't like that. Oh.
I mean,
That's why you're on holiday, isn't it?
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
drinking-
Well,
we drinking-
she's. I don't know. I rather see. That's the thing. I want to talk to drunken Englishmen. I
Down by
don't care.
Musa.
If I see a
We,
bad
uh,
situation, I can remove myself from it. I can remove Tommy
Musa's
from
had
it.
a rough go of it
You know?
tonight. 3 or 4 times he's received a foul.
Ah.
And so yeah, when I went to Turkey, I went to an English hotel, and
Yeah.
then when I went to Gran Canaria, I went to an English hotel.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Everybody goes to the same spot.
There was a bunch of Scotsmen at the one in Turkey, though. They were
Reyna,
quite
an
cool.
assist off a corner.
There were some really big Rangers fans there.
I've always actually wanted to.
Oh,
go to
here's an
Scotland. That's one of the
opportunity.
places I wanna go. Ooh!
Oh,
Get up.
Get up.
made me laugh because they had like a street
Yeah,
and they had a bunch of
Oh,
bars
Balogun,
named
you
after
got
the
to,
club.
Balogun. He got too excited. He had it. He knows he had it too.
Mm.
That's why he's mad. He just a little too
Stockdale
hard.
Came in from behind, prevented him from getting over the top of it.
Mm.
Is he hurt? No, he's still down.
Be looked
It
at.
might be. Is that? Is
Oh, I thought he was
clash
just
of heads.
I thought he was
He
just
described
disappointed.
a long process to get to the point
Get
where he was
Pepe.
prepared to commit to the U.S. national team.
Yeah,
He's just
Pep.
trying to play off the miss.
Shortly after he did commit,
Yeah,
he
I didn't miss badly. I got,
US
you know, he
Typical
injured
New
me in
Jersey
the watch
guy,
process.
talking
20 or more in one of the European Big Five
BJ
leagues.
Callahan talking with his hands, obviously from
Hmm.
New
The
Jersey.
opening goal from Chris Richards, the first American to score his first goal in a championship final.
We won other stuff before. What are you talking about?
DJ Callahan.
He said he's the first American to score his first goal in a championship final.
I get it.
Second game,
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
the final of Nations
cares?
League.
What a
Someone is
meaningless
Yeah,
gonna
stat.
it's one of those bullshit, like,
really
specific
bullshit
ones.
stats.
in a group stage match at the Gold Cup.
Oh no, he bopped his
Doing
head.
so,
Huh?
Yeah,
he'll hold that role
told you it was a head clamp.
until
Hmm.
Greg
Concussion
Berhalter
protocol.
retakes the reins
Bro, that would suck for him to have to
following the
pull
Gold
out now
Cup.
with injury.
So,
Yeah,
Balogun
this
He doesn't
early.
look good.
going through
No.
At least it's not a Christoph
Like,
Kramer
head
situation. That's still one of the weirdest stories. Christoph Kramer in the 2014 World Cup final.
Yep.
Doesn't play a game for the whole tournament, then starts the final out of nowhere and then gets knocked out like 20 minutes
Yep.
in, wakes up and doesn't know where he is.
Crazy.
He's on the pitch in the World Cup final.
Are they letting him play or are they taking him off?
Well, they gotta continue play, but they're still
Oh,
gonna hammer him.
no.
He might come back. Susie out
Oh, they
Assume
made him
he'll
walk
still
the
play.
line there like a drunk.
Yeah.
Fucking Englishman comes over here, starts drinking too much, can't play the fucking game.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
He's pissed and he's like trying to find a way to play it off.
on the right side for an upcoming stint. Apparently,
Yeah, apparently he was getting private training sessions from your son's coach.
Galley
Yeah, apparently.
deters him. All the while, there's
Nah, dude,
Valorn
you got a
Balogun
nice little
returning to the fray.
You can't even. I don't think these
Raised
guys
in
drink
London,
like they
did
used to.
feature in the U.S. Youth National
Except
Team
Jack
for a while.
Grealish. He drinks like they used
But
to.
Yeah.
it's his long run that got everyone in a tizzy. Fourth in Liga in goals. 21
Turner.
this past season.
Wish I could kick a ball that far just once.
Half an hour complete. It's
So the
Richards
drinkers are a
with 12
dying
minutes.
breed in footballers in England. It's only really Jamie
general,
Vardy.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Grealish.
looking at Benedict Kallenbach. I mean, he has a body of like a marble star, you know?
Since their last final
Athletes in general
was
are,
a Gold Cup victory
way
over
more conditioned.
Colombia.
They don't like to screw around as much.
Ruining the sport.
Foul from
We
Ray.
want our drunks back.
John Herdman said this is a generation.
Meanwhile, back in the day, you'd have guys who were on bench just smoking cigarettes, waiting to go in.
This guy, they brought him last year. It was one of the Deutsche Pokal, early rounds of Deutsche Pokal. He was a, I don't know who he was. He was a Frankfurt manager in the 90s.
Reina's
He,
joined him.
he coached the damn team.
Reina knocked it
Oh,
away.
hold on a second.
Pulisic from Balogun.
Paul, a second.
Oh, U.S. with a chance.
Pulisic
Okay.
bouncing.
Aw.
Davies defensively.
Well defended.
Haven't heard much from Davies. Haven't heard that name too much.
Waves his arms
Yeah.
up.
He had like one run down the
to
left
the
and that was
crowd
it.
Here in Las Vegas, a corner for Reina.
He's a big, if they're gonna beat the States, they're gonna, they're gonna need an extra special effort from him. He
They
has to
seem
be
to
dominant.
be playing it round the other side a lot.
There's a chip. Goes
I
wide.
was
Goal
hoping
kick. Maybe not. Canadians retain.
Miller.
Oh,
David.
and
Scally.
oh, hey.
There he is.
From Jonathan David. Otherwise,
I actually, I'm
he was
kind of on David's side. I think he just fell.
Yeah.
He slapped that right at us. I think he's right. I think Jonathan David's right. I think he just fell. He didn't touch him.
I think I would have played on there.
Yeah. He just went over. Who was that? Was that Weah? Weah was like, get out of the way and give me the ball. I don't care about your bitching. Give me the ball.
Reina.
A game to play. Reina with a nice little play.
Zimmerman tried to get over Laren and popped away by Aronson.
Aronson.
He hasn't put
What's
a
the matter?
foot wrong yet.
His brother, he's from Jersey
Aronson
too. His brother
has
plays
the
for
unenviable
Frankfurt.
role of trying to
He
fill
had
the
the
boots
honor
of
this
Weston
year
McKennie
of being in both the MLS final on the bench
against
on Philadelphia
Mexico.
and being on
And
Frankfurt
Jersey
for the
ripped
Deutsche
off him.
Pokal
That
bench.
became quite the meme.
Only
The
about.
highest of honours.
Only, yeah. I forget his brother's name, but
Off the arm of Laren.
Because Brendan Aronson's one of Jesse Marsh's boys.
yeah. So's McKinney,
Came
right?
through.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah, McKinney. He got him at Leeds, but I mean, like, he came from New York Red Bulls to Salzburg to Leeds with Jesse Marsh, going all the way. And then Tyler Adams is another one, actually.
It's still such a weird thing to me that like a corporation just has some soccer teams named after itself. So
Yeah.
weird.
I'm used to it now. I got to be honest with you. I'm over it. Reyna with a through pass. Beautiful goal! Oh my God, Balogun! Oh, that's
Balogun
why!
finally scores. Let's go, baby.
Oh, Jesus! That wasn't like it was a
Nice.
good pass, but I didn't think it had enough to get through.
I didn't think so either.
Yeah.
Just snuck it in.
Nice finish.
Yep. Balogun opens the book. Let's hope it's a long one.
Good thing. Way to make a statement.
Yeah,
Look like
we
that.
might
Is
have
that
a guy here,
Reyna?
Tommy. We might have a guy here.
Is that Reyna with 2 assists?
Actually, I didn't think that angle makes it look a lot different. What a pass by Gino.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the guy I told you. He's going to have to step up with McKinney and Des being out. That's the guy who had to step up. You got to feed these monsters like the Polisics, the Balagans, the get out of the way is more beer. I like
Get
that.
out of the way.
Did you see that? Oh, he's way on. He's onside
Oh,
by
that's
a
definitely-
mile.
that's not even a
Bop, bop.
question, dude.
Not even a question.
Yeah.
2-0, baby.
For Gio Reyna.
Yeah, Gio has a great game.
Yeah, that's quite funny. Gio gets 2
I gotta be
assists the
honest
game
with you.
before Beholter comes back.
Balter comes back, he benches Gio
Yeah,
Reyna.
yeah.
I'm writing a
Berhalter
strongly
comes
worded
back and
letter.
that's it, done.
I'm writing a letter.
Like, just imagine how different the World Cup would have went.
I'm gonna be like, that guy's a wife beater.
you got
Get him
an
off the
on-form Gio.
fucking team. He benches Reyna again. He's playing great.
Trailing
Yeah.
by 2 now. They're about to find out quite
Oh,
a bit
damn.
about where
Oh.
they stand in CONCACAF. They've never been here before.
I will say, now I'm looking forward to the Gold Cup a lot.
This entire generation of players.
Yeah, let's
You
take a
got
little
a good
silverware
chance.
before we go, man. I'll take it.
Lorena.
I don't care if anybody.
Yeah.
I don't care. It doesn't mean
Aronson
much
went
here.
in, keeping his feet. Larea still. Osorio.
Silverware is
What is it,
silverware.
matters?
Crossing.
I'll say it matters to
Hammers the header
USA
away.
fans,
Yeah,
I
sure.
suppose.
Slides. Eustachio.
Yeah.
Turner
It's your big
Nice.
tournament to win.
reaches out.
Really? Fireworks
Yeah.
going crazy by your house? Where do you live? Are you like Seattle? Are they real soccer crazy over there?
I heard fireworks right before the game started. I don't know if you guys heard it on my mic.
There was a little light
Really?
deflection.
I don't know if they were doing it because of the game.
Yeah.
But
We live in the Bronx. You live in LA? Oh, okay. Makes sense.
All the way up to
That makes sense.
yeah,
Probably
Yeah,
there's a lot
Tyler,
of Mexicans.
fireworks are-
Yeah, a lot of Mexicans.
fireworks are illegal here, but nobody cares.
Maybe in LA, yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, that's why you know why LAFC is so well supported, and LA Galaxy used to be.
Because that's the hipster place, isn't it?
Kennedy,
Yeah.
Borjan.
Oh, Balogun almost picked that off.
Mm,
That's twice he's almost stole it from that keeper.
Yeah.
Canada undone on a set piece.
I'm sending a strongly worded email to EA Sports
yeah.
to give me a gold Balogun card now
Osorio.
because he's silver.
Kone.
But he's got team of the season or
Pushing for
something like that.
David. Slid
Does
out
he?
by
But it's
Richards.
English.
Lost
True.
at the feet of Balogun. He takes it back on.
And so they haven't
Back
updated
to
it yet.
Richards, who plays Turner.
Oh, it was a future stars and you can't buy it anymore. Never mind.
All right.
It was like one of the season rewards a few seasons ago. But I've still got it.
Did they have his nationality listed as American yet?
No, still English.
Yeah, it's still English.
Which is strange. Because they usually update them like mid-game.
Well,
Remember people like Jeffrey Kondogbia being changed to
Yep.
like the Central African Republic or
Yeah.
whatever he's at.
yeah.
In from
Oh, here's a big save, Turner.
Turn away.
Turner's gonna have to deal with another one though.
Knocked in.
I'll get it out of there.
God. Cleared. U.S. clears out of the box. Let's go.
Anthony Robinson
Anthony.
in the nick of time.
Anthony.
Keeps Canada
Got two
off
E's
the
at the
board
end.
for the moment.
Anthony.
There we go.
No worries.
There we
boy.
go.
Away.
Milton Keynes.
Aronson leads the charge.
Look at this. Not too much. A little too much on that triangle.
Yeah.
Since 1985, the U.S. lead the series 11 wins, 3
He
losses,
held it too
9
long.
draws. They met in the group stage of the Gold Cup. As this finds Turner, the U.S. won that 1-0 in 2021. They met twice in World Cup qualifying. A draw in Nashville, Aronson and Larin the goals. And a 2-0 Canadian win in Toronto. Larin and Atakubi the goals. Atakubi available off the bench tonight.
Atakubi.
Away by Johnson.
One hell of a name.
Yeah, Abba Kubi.
Turner,
Oh,
as good a shot stopper as the U.S. have at the moment.
Oh, here's another thing for Balogun.
Led forward.
Balogun making
Yeah.
moves. Sorry.
Whoa, that was a nice turn.
Couldn't control. He tried to turn, but yeah.
Waited just long enough. Eustachio, the give and go. Header from Robinson, Aronson chasing, Larea ahead to David. Larea joins the attack. David powers ahead.
Uh-oh, here's an opportunity for Canada here. And
he caught
shoves.
Scally.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know about that one.
Yeah, Scally got shoved right to the ground.
Let's see.
Reina.
Balogun.
That was it.
Oh, that was the
Now
goal.
the
Yeah.
what you're
second
supposed to do.
American player to score his
Yes,
first
sir.
goal in a championship final. Joining
The
Chris
fucking niche stat.
happened 22
Americans are, because of baseball, I think, because that's like a niche stat sport. I think that's
Yeah,
much
yeah, it is.
we like everybody like, wow, it's the first black guy to hit left-handed on a Sunday on a doubleheader. You know, I was like,
You know what? You need that in baseball though, because it gets to a point in baseball where there's nothing for the announcers to talk about. You know.
yeah,
Scally.
And I love baseball.
Yeah.
I'm American. I love baseball. But
yeah, they're yeah, I know what you mean.
Reina.
The old days they didn't talk.
Oh, wow.
you know?
Oh, what was
What
that?
just happened there?
Yeah. I don't know. It's taking
Balogun took a dive.
Mexicans
What
taking
was
shots
that?
at Balogun. Palestine looking for Balogun, but he's tripped up and they're gonna get a free kick.
Wow. Yeah, that was a wow.
What are you talking to Balogun that way, ref?
Where's this ref from?
That's it.
He looks
That's it,
Latin.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself.
What control from Gio Reyna.
There we go.
It'll be Reyna or
He's from
Pulisic.
Honduras.
Yeah, it makes sense. This part of the world.
It will be Pulisic.
CONCACAF referee, not
All
unusual.
around.
Not like we're gonna get a German
Make
one or
no
anything.
mistake. For the United States, he is,
Yeah, definitely not gonna
has been, will be the man. The 16th time he's worn the captain's armband.
I like him to play during the season though. That would be
Second time in
nice
the final.
when he's the man.
get it. I agree.
Pulisic
He's not going for goal
lays
here.
it off way up.
Whoa!
That was a damn good shot.
Save.
Yeah,
He
Borjan with
needed
a
the
good
goalie
save
to
too.
get out
Yeah,
of
he
the
read
way.
it. Borjan, excellent save by him too.
Certainly on target.
Listen,
I knew
can't
they
say
should have been
Pulisic
able to
was
read
bad.
something was coming, and I'll tell you why. Because
And a fingertip save by Milan Borjan.
he was too close to the ball to take a shot.
That
Yeah.
number one, number two. When you have two dudes in that close vicinity to the
Yeah.
kicker, you should be on the
But
lookout. for a
Borjan
shot.
had his head on screwed on straight, made a really nice save.
Yeah, it was a good save.
Gino with the corner comes down
That-
and goal kick. Scally. Balogun with a rocket. No fancy bullshit too with Balogun. He's buried that shit. No
Yes,
screwing
sir.
around.
Like I said, I can't lie and say I've seen him play in France, but so far I like him.
Yeah.
Davies. Can Canada pull
20
one
goals
back
in any
before
top 5
halftime?
league
Aronson
is
brought down by
a great
David.
accomplishment. And if you're young like he is,
Yep. Yeah.
guy, you must pay attention. Aronson. He smoked that ball. Whew. I actually thought he had a little trouble getting the ball to him, and he had to kind of lean into it and fight it off. But it was that good a pass, smooth, a lot smoother than I thought when I saw it from the other angle. It was a perfect pass. All he had to do was boot it.
Sent long with
Yep.
Balogun and
Oh,
Murray to
boy.
Oh
Kennedy.
my.
Nearly
What an goal that would have been.
sent that back to his own
Yep.
net.
I have a feeling this might be a long second half coming up for the
Yeah.
Canadians.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe a
Dorian
little push
keeping it
from
close,
Balogun,
in
but
fairness to him, with some great
no
plays
way
here.
Dorian
Yeah, that's a
would
good
have to
save.
make that save on his own center back.
I'll say, yeah, the US look really comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, they really do.
What Canada decides to do here in the second half is going to be very
Well, you know, it's
intriguing.
2-0. It looks insurmountable, but you know, you score one goal, you're right back in it. You know,
Yeah, 2 goals
especially
isn't as insurmountable.
with extra time and penalties. And yeah, that's about time.
Formation, he often plays a three.
So plus you've got half time to like regroup and
Could you
try and
it
reset the momentum in your favour.
Provide a little bit of
Yeah.
speed.
The key,
Well, I
the
think
thing
it's
is, like,
pretty
to
clear that
go
the
down-
Americans, and I hope this continues in the second half, they took this team seriously. You know?
Yeah.
And I think at least when the way they started, and the way they controlled the ball in the very beginning of the first half, I thought they looked like a better team than Mexico. That has not. As soon as the Americans adjusted, it's been pretty domineering, run and gun football. You know, they're not really setting that up in the zone that much. In outside, they're not setting up inside the box. It's kind of like
on the tip of everybody's tongue.
they're running in there and attacking rather than like strategically walking it
Return
in.
to the national team since the World Cup. He is a player with a skill set that the U.S.
Scally on his
do not
ass.
possess otherwise. 2 assists here tonight.
I like this DJ Callahan. I think you should keep him.
DJ Callahan is largely
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I agree.
I mean, he's done well
Greg
so far.
Berhalter is sitting at home watching
gonna
this
leave-
game right now,
he's gonna-
throwing shit. At the
He's
TV.
gonna leave his job undefeated. Oh no!
Oh, Gio's hurt?
Oh, Gio's hurt? I
Oh,
thought that
no.
was Scallywag.
He is able to continue.
Walking off
Nice
home
cheer.
one. Oh man, that's not good.
Yeah, another
Doesn't
problem.
look like he's walking that off.
Yeah.
He's trying like hell. Which I respect, by the way. He's trying like hell. He wants to play.
Get the magic sponge out.
Yep. Give him another couple of doses of the magic spray.
He's going back on by the looks of things.
Yeah. He's at bare minimum finishing the half.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's gonna see it's you'll see what happens now when he goes in the dressing room.
Is it me or is that tattoo that Pulisic has is just ridiculous?
What the
The
tiger
tiger.
one when she had
He rolls over his eyes. He's got the
That
eye of
one.
the tiger.
awful.
That had to
So
happen over
bad.
some kind of drunk conversation.
Does he have that celebration in FIFA?
Yeah, he does.
I don't think so.
Oh no, he does. I did it with him.
He doesn't?
We did it automatically.
You did?
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Played
Oh,
guitar.
okay.
He did it automatically. Yeah.
Oh,
That
that was decent.
Yeah,
Bit
he
cringe,
does.
you know.
It's pretty cringe.
Well, he was contemplating. He's saying that just got away from me. He was trying to send it to the corner. Sent it about 5 rows deep.
Chris, man, you got the eye of the tiger. You want to celebrate?
A goal
What if I
would be
got a tattoo
priceless
on my
for Canada
forearm?
right before halftime.
I put it
Yeah.
over my eyes. I would have the eye of the tiger. It's a great idea, Chris.
Delivers for Canada.
That's a great idea, bro.
That's a
You
great
should
idea.
fucking
That's
do
you
it.
should do it, man. I was fucking doing it right now.
Sprinting.
Oh, I'm too drunk. No, my cousin will do it. Watch. He's really good.
Correa in his way.
Next
Correa brought him down.
thing you know, it's like, God damn, I got
Yellow card.
a tire. Well,
Oh, Yellow.
2 in the back line.
You feel the artwork's pretty good.
Kind of a cool way to get attention. Ooh, twisted ankle.
Yeah, a little
Ow,
bit.
ow.
Ooh, yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
Doesn't look too bad though. We'll be able to walk that off. My ankle's twisted. Lorena. Yellow card.
And the U.S. will get one more look here before halftime.
2-0. You can't really ask for anything more than that. Out of this squad.
Something special off the last free kick.
I don't know who's banging that shit at the games, but he was annoying me last game too in Panama, Mexico.
Oh, the drums? Always.
I don't know what it's
Always.
like, shaking something. I don't know. Whatever. The guy needs his.
Bro, it's more annoying when you're actually there. Oh my god.
God.
Pulisic delivers.
It's a goal.
Sent by Pulisic.
Oh no!
No, it's not.
Pulisic.
That was almost 2 by Balogun.
Oh, it'd be great. It'd be great if he got 2.
Balogun smelling a hat trick today.
It'd be great.
And a foul given.
What was that?
Probably just ends the half, right?
Tossed back
Oh,
by
gotcha.
Richards.
There it is.
Yeah.
And halftime in Las Vegas.
All right, I'm pretty satisfied with this. 2-0.
Can't complain at all.
Good first half for the US.
No, absolutely.
Rampant here in the nation's
I thought we'd be in a way worse position without McKennie.
Early on, I was a little worried. Early on, I mean, you know, the way they controlled the ball. I mean, they were doing it. You know, it was kind of going back and forth, but the Canadians were, you know, in our final third, controlling the ball. You do that long enough, it's just a matter of time.
USA 2, Canada.
The Americans a little more run and gun, and they were able to convert. And after they really converted the first goal, it's been all possession U.S. since then. I mean, you really, if you're a U.S. fan, you cannot. I don't know what they could have done better. That's all I can say.
No. Listen, after the chaos that was the last game, they pulled it back together.
And losing their playmakers. And
yeah.
I don't know, B.J. Callahan looks kind of like a genius putting Aronson in there because nothing went wrong.
Bro, like I said, Berhalter is sitting at home right now screaming that this guy is doing his job so much better.
He's had a good game today. I can't wait to get him the fuck off the team.
He better enjoy this now because this is the last game he played.
Hey, Gino, you did great. Won't be needing your
He's
services
fucking
anymore.
seething.
Nice send.
Thanks. Get the fuck out.
You know, it's funny.
Hey,
because
Gio, how you
Thanks
doing?
for everything, but it's time to go.
I was watching people like smash him on Twitter, right? And the one thing I noticed though, nobody brought up the wife thing. I gotta turn that down.
Really?
Nobody brought up the way that they bash him because he sucked. They bash him because it's a bad idea. They bash USA Soccer, but they didn't. Like, I think everybody's in total agreement that, you know, Claudio Reyna and his wife are a fucking bunch of assholes. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, ridiculous. Ridiculous, unnecessary, and stupid. You know. No, I don't know. I was telling Nick, maybe this is a little too dramatic, but the way I would do it was this. I would take him aside and just say, look, I'm really sorry what happened with me and your parents. But I want to start our relationship off right.
Oh, you mean if you were Greg?
Yeah, if I was Greg, I would just say I was 100% wrong for benching you.
Yeah, I agree.
Wrong. It was bad for the team. It was a big mistake. You know, all that other stuff.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with owning up to a mistake, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
Shit happened. They got into an argument. Shit happened.
And then say something like, you know, I still love your mom and your dad. And I'm sorry it just went that way. You know, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what you do. That's the best way to handle it, I think.
Pretty straightforward.
Tell him, you know, just try to be the man that, you know, lays down the sword rather than pretending it doesn't happen. Nothing happened.
Yeah, there's no need to try to draw it out any longer. It happened. It's over. Shots were fired on both sides, regardless of whether.
Actually, in fairness, they weren't really fired on his side. They were only fired on his side when he got blackmailed. That was complete self-defense. I wouldn't even, if I was talking to you, I wouldn't even bring that shit up. I would say something like, look, you know, it's really ugly between your parents, but you know, God, your dad's my roommate. You know, I still love your dad, and he probably doesn't love his mother, but just say it anyway. You know?
I still tolerate your mother.
Yeah. I mean, you got to figure this has got to be crazy from Greg's perspective. They've known these guys since they were kids. His whole family, his wife. Yeah. I mean, this is insane. He's probably known Gino since he was a kid too. Well.
Oh yeah. 100%.
What a horrifying.
The fact that they would even think to do something like that. Like,
yeah, I know.
That's got to come out of left field. Got to come out of left
field. It's
field.
really funny watching, like, whenever this story comes up, especially the black European players, when they hear this story, they're like, how the fuck did this happen? Like, yeah, you're not American. You don't get it. What a circus soccer can be. I was like, what's this guy? I don't know, the player. Wow. No, Gio can't be happy his parents, you know, got involved, mate. You know, like. But
I wonder what he did say to his parents. Like, I would have loved to be a fly on the wall after that happened.
Well, like, the thing that's bad, if they did it on their own, it would almost be better. But if he was either a part of it or was thought it was okay, I mean, we could have Mr. Burrow,
or specifically ask them.
If Berhalter comes to him and says, "Look, I'm really sorry this happened, and I want to give you a chance, and I was wrong about benching you," that's not going to matter to somebody that thinks it's okay to do that, to blackmail somebody. So then we got a bigger problem, we think. So that means it's either Gio goes or Greg goes, and you don't want a situation like that. Now, if it happened behind Gio's back, he doesn't necessarily have to apologize for his parents, but that's an option. He can just say, yeah, you know, I want to put this behind me and be professional about it. I want to win, you know, and then just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I would go in there. I think, because here's the thing, like, I would tell the kid, I mean, first of all, he did make a mistake by not playing him. All right, he made a huge mistake. And if you bench this kid now, after all this shit, after the way he's been performing, and, you know, especially if he has a good season in Europe, you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you do.
You know, it doesn't. And also, like, if you bury this kid on the USA team, you know, it doesn't look, it doesn't make what the Raiders did any better, but it makes it a little more understandable. You know, that they freaked out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, it's understandable in the sense that you could understand why not that they did it, but the way they freaked out over it. You know.
Yeah.
Just the most bizarre story in recent sports history for me. And
yeah, it's really crazy.
I'm gonna tell my dad. Yeah. I don't know if he does. I've been doing that joke with Green Man for the last 6-7 months, but I don't know if that was the situation. For all you imagine being Gio Reyna, you look at your. Why am I in the thumbnail at ESPN FC?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't do it. Oh no. Oh
and
no.
You just immediately send out a text to your mother. We have to talk.
What is it? Yeah, you imagine.
What have you done?
What'd you do?
You sent a letter?
You belonged on that team, and we're going to get you on that team. You just don't worry about it. Mom! If it's the last thing we do. So, is Berhalter from New Jersey, too? I think he is. Oh, he's from Massachusetts.
I think he is. Is he?
Where's Greg Berhalter from?
I thought he was.
I don't, Claudio Reyna's from New Jersey.
Greg Berhalter. Yeah, Englewood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's a rich area.
Yeah.
He's 73. Oh, that's too funny. This is Rosalind Berhalter.
Well, then that kind of makes sense, actually. It's the rich area thing, you know?
I'm looking at it. You can look on screen.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
No, I can't. I can't.
Who is Greg Berhalter's wife?
This is a long time ago, right here.
Yeah.
And this is Gino and his. Well, Claudio got fat.
He's old.
Yeah. Well, he's not much older.
He's allowed.
Is he allowed to get fat? I don't know.
Once you retire from professional sports, like bro,
You
if
get
you
fat.
when you're a professional athlete, like you have to constantly watch your diet and everything.
Mm.
You imagine the
Look
bender you want. I don't mean drug related, just food related. When you finally retire, like if I went like 20 years without eating a cheeseburger, I'd go directly from my retirement party to Burger King. You know.
This is too funny.
Plus, he's rich.
True.
And he's
Greg
got his
Berhalter
wife.
here. They put a young picture of them and they made them old and fat. It's so funny. Put the rain.
That's what the
fat and
media
old,
does.
and They put Greg.
That's
And,
totally purposeful. Yeah.
that's probably
They
the
took a
only
20-year-old picture of Greg,
who-
and they
who's
took
like-
a picture of Claudio from 5
who's
days
wearing,
ago.
Who's wearing lederhosen, by the way, which is kind of weird. Daniela Rain. She looks like a wine mom, bitch.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
Let's figure that picture. She played too. She played a Division One for women, right?
She did.
Yeah,
me see.
I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
she's from she's from Long Island.
Oh God, West Islip.
Yep.
Fuck's sake.
She played 6 times for the United States women's national soccer team in '93.
Bet she's.
I guess she wasn't that good.
Bet she's a colossal bitch.
I mean, clearly now we have proof of it now.
They had a picture of him. And... This is an interesting one. 26 weeks ago, the speed of Gino Reyna's emergence in Borussia Dortmund in the past couple of years have been somewhat surprising. The fun fact that he's broken through is not at all after both his father Claudio Reyna and mother Danielle Egan, she's Irish, were professional footballers themselves. She wasn't professional. How much money did she make? You know, it's just
There's no way they would have been professional back then.
Yeah,
for
women's
yeah.
sports in the '90s, bro.
Well, she probably went to the highest level. In fairness, that women's football can go. In fairness, at the time, yeah.
At the time, yeah.
This is like
The only female athlete I knew in the '90s was Mia Hamm, because she was all over TV.
So the Bundesliga English did this nice article about his whole family and what a nice people they are. It's so funny.
Please don't leave our league. We love you.
Claudio was good.
Right, he'll be playing for Bayern in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's good enough, he will be over there. We'll sell him. And kick this away. Greg Berhalter. The funniest story in sport. It really is one of. The only thing is like more like fucked up. But you remember that? Who was the ice skater and the other ice skater hired somebody to whack her in the leg right for the Olympics?
Oh, the one that Margot Robbie plays in a film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like that on this level. I guess that's a little worse, but I mean, because somebody actually got hurt.
Yeah. This is crazy because it was a drunken argument, which, all right, admittedly, got physical, but still, like it was put to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he apparently kicked her when she was drunk. I wonder how he kicked her. Did he go up like? Did he run up and then try to like free kick? You know?
He did a drop kick. He did a WWE
drop kick. Yeah.
right in the middle of Manhattan.
Yeah. Like how did he kick her? That's always funny. Did he kick and like miss and like because he's so.
If this had happened recently, we would have footage of it because everybody pulls their fucking phones out.
It's funny. He's like a soccer player too, and the first thing he just kicks he just kicked her.
Imagine when he was about to kick her, he did the Ronaldo free kick stance.
Yeah.
With his legs wide open.
And he comes up, does that like stupid thing Ronaldo does.
Yeah, just fucking kicks her into fucking orbit.
takes his jersey off or his shirt off like Messi.
You know what he did? He did the Ronaldo stance. He ran all the way up like Ronaldo, and then proceeded to deliver the world's greatest cunt punt. That's what he did.
This is so funny.
It really is, dude.
Yeah. This is a reasonable question. Like that's probably why I wouldn't have brought him back. I'm like, I'm sorry. You know, she was too important to the fucking team. You know.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not like he was that good last time either.
Yeah, that's like yeah.
It's
I
not
mean,
like
I'm not gonna punish.
good that we're
Like
gonna-
I'm not punishing him for the whole situation with his wife. I mean, we already have a report out. He's been cleared. I'm punishing him for his performance during the World Cup. So there you go. Although they really didn't have. I mean, drawing against England as drawing against Wales bugged me. Ugh. Should have beat up on Wales. Oh, by the way, it's official. They're not doing the 3-man groups in the World Cup in 2026.
Praise the Lord.
They dumped them. It's official. I think it was official this week. I put a post in the chat. Tanya Harding, yeah, I remember that's the name. I was in high school when that happened. Eventually, everybody turned on the girl she hit too, because I guess she bitched or something about not winning the gold medal that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a real mess. Yeah, eventually everybody became the bad guy towards the end. Yeah, but Tanya Harding was something else. She was like legit white trash, you know, and somehow she found herself. She was an elite athlete. And I guess that was the only person she was kind of worried about in the Olympics. Was Nancy Kerrigan was her name. She was, she's an Irish chick. She's from Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken. Chris,
I drink too much soda. I gotta hit the bathroom again. I'll be right back.
what happened to Jack? Oh, I didn't know that. Did you know Gio's brother died in 2012 at 13?
I did not.
Jack Reina, 2012. Jack lost his battle with cancer, dying at the age of 13.
I wonder if Gio was eligible for England.
It could have been, I guess. Well, because he was in Scotland, right?
His dad played for Sunderland and City, and I think that was like where he was born, was in England.
Was he born? Was Gio Giovanni? Where is he? He was born in Sutherland, United Kingdom. Yeah, you're right.
I think he would have spent like the first 5 years of his life in England. So I wonder if he was eligible.
Yeah. His father would have made him play though in the States. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. We start the new round yet? There we go. Seemed like it was
There's De La Torre. This is his 16th international appearance for the United States. 25-year-old from San Diego in Southern California.
Here we are, missed 2
Playing
minutes.
at Celta right now in Spain. He's become a pretty
Didn't miss
quick
a goal,
fan favorite
so
there.
it's the main thing.
There we go.
Correa lets this out.
We're up and running, sir.
Taken away by Scally. It's Zimmerman.
I want to get that third goal, put this game away.
Robinson.
Get it out of reach. Yeah, we already started.
Pulisic.
Just 2 minutes because we were bullshit.
Musa.
We didn't realize.
Weah.
Uh-oh.
Came back at the right time.
Tommy is gonna make you laugh. You know what I brought back with me for a snack?
Oh, you got?
A fucking
Musa
cannoli.
shadowed by
You got a
Cole.
cannoli. You know, I never ate
Lost
cannoli.
a
You know that?
touch.
What?
Seeking
Nah,
way
I never got
and
into
the
cannolis.
eventual
I
return.
don't like them
It's so good.
all that much.
What
I
is
know. I like. Oh, oops. I like to have one now. You know,
Yeah.
like to have just to kind of remember home a little bit. But I was never a huge cannoli guy. You know, I'd eat them if they were around. You know,
It's
Laren
always my
held
favorite
off
either.
Davies.
but I wouldn't mind having one once in a while again.
Sent to the stands
My
by
favorite part of
Yunus
family function,
Musa.
somebody always brings like 30
pizza
packages.
more than
Last
anything.
year's Young Male Athlete of the Year for
Pizza
U.S.
sucks.
Soccer. Larea.
I want to try the pizza over there because I
There's
want to know
Kone,
exactly
who
how
was
bad it
named
is.
Young Player of the Year
It's
for
not as bad as,
Canada
like,
soccer.
Fucking like Pizza Hut or Domino's. It's not that bad, but.
Kennedy.
I heard it sucks in
Lorena,
Italy.
who's
It's
found
like
his
New York
way back
pizza's
to
the
the
best.
bench,
Does
but
nothing
does
touches
so
it.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Italian pizza is very, very different.
Hobbling after being taken off at the half. He was injured in the first minute of first half stoppage time. Turner,
Although if I was going to Italy, I wouldn't be having a
Robinson,
pizza. For Christ's sakes.
Really?
Probably no. Be good food.
You could have one.
when
I'd want
might
to
we
see what all the
see
fuss is
Leon
about because
Buchanan,
everybody told me it's not that
Steven
great.
Vittoria, the center
That's what I
back,
mean.
left back,
I'd be curious to
Sam
have an
Murphy as
authentic
well.
Italian one.
Yeah,
just
then, yeah.
to see what
But-
it is.
I'll
Off the
tell you what's
bench,
authentic
Lucas
is New York
Cavallini
is the best.
are the best
Hands
scoring
down. Nothing
threat that
comes
they
close.
have remaining. They could also see Junior Hoylett. come
Nothing
in.
comes close. The only thing I really miss from back home.
They put most of their firepower in from the jump, something they did not do against Panama.
Yeah, that'd probably be one of the only things I missed.
I do ever try every
Decisions.
American style or New York style pizza in Europe if I run into it.
Soon by John
So
Hurt.
far, no good. No dice.
Yeah,
Did anything
they
ever
look
come
like,
close?
Nope.
like American? Is there a decent amount of like American restaurants? You would say or no?
All the talk.
No, they have American sports bars every so often in Europe. You'll find, you know. But American sports bars are that great to begin with. We have one of these
All
one.
through World Cup qualifying is really in
It's called Yours Sports Bar,
Peacock.
and it does. You go in there, and they got like it. They really kind of do a good job, you know.
Yeah,
They find their answer. Perhaps they have.
I didn't know.
I want Way to score.
I want a Balogun.
No
hat-trick,
way.
man. Let's do it.
Why
Let's
not
do
Balogun?
it.
That's right.
Forward from Johnston. Zimmerman comes down to David. Stocchio playing.
Actually, you know what my player of the game is? Gio. It's Gio.
On the run.
Yeah.
Arrives.
Yeah, Giovanni.
I mean, he's 2 assists, right?
A couple of critical stops.
I didn't
Yeah.
know this. His brother Jack died in 2012 at the age of 13.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, cancer.
Wow.
He got cancer. And I could never be
That
right.
sucks.
I don't know. Maybe that's why she's such a. Maybe it's why his mom's such a bitch. That would make me. I don't think I could come back from that shit. You know what I mean?
No, it's rough.
You probably have to if you
Alongside
fucking
David.
if you have other kids. Then you kind of gotta like suck it
Yeah,
up.
you know-
Yeah, you gotta.
You know how much.
Yeah, you got a choice then. But God, if it's your only kid,
Larea.
you got much to live for.
It's the big switch. Johnston.
See, he was 13. That means he's born in '99.
Eustachio. Alfonso Davies. Into the box for Canada.
Oh, Alfonso Davies wasting the chance.
Looking for his moment.
Her last name is Egan, so Gio's half Irish then.
Yep.
He's had a great game to me. He's my man of the match, if you ask me.
Right now.
Yes, right now. As
Yeah.
things stand, yeah,
Miller.
for sure.
Clearance left, something to be desired.
Yeah, like I said, 2 assists.
2 assists. Nice ones, too.
Played.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. U.S. with
There it
chance.
is. Balogun with a chance.
Goal. Oh.
Sees this, Karam over the line.
So he's certainly been the difference maker.
Yeah. And that's what needed to happen with Dest and McKinney gone. So, I mean, yeah, he's man of the match for me. I hope Craig Brohalt is paying attention. You know, we got yesterday.
Like I said, he's seething.
Yeah.
He's fucking seething.
We got yesterday from politics, so you know, it's a team game, you know.
Pulisic. Laren.
Ooh,
Weah.
get out of the way!
Reamer off of Kone. Weah went down. Play on advantage. De La Torre. Pulisic.
Ooh,
How bad is NYCFC, man? Jesus, they're fucking terrible.
very bad.
Watch that game. I watched that game yesterday because it was on a normal time over here.
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium. That guy in Canada, the white guy, was frightening looking. He looked like a creature from like Lord of the Rings, and they got stolen.
We're in 11th place right now.
Oh, you guys are awful.
Red Bull is doing worse. Red Bull's below us,
Yeah, I know they suck too.
but we're tied. We're tied on points. So
Super.
Away from Robinson.
Miami's. Oh, what?
Off the
Oh,
crossbar.
this would be 3-4 nothing if it wasn't for that damn goalie.
Yeah, he's done well.
Yeah.
Like a campfire
The other
down here.
candidate for man of the
only
match.
one who had a really good beat on
Excellent.
it.
Whew.
Apparently,
Actually, no, he didn't get a hand on it. He didn't get a hand on it. It was all crossbar, no save. And that doesn't count as a shot on goal. They're really knocking on the door now, man. Canada's in trouble right now. Big trouble on the ropes. Literally on the ropes. There it is. Boom. What a save
Oh,
by one of the defenders. And another save. Jeez,
Wow.
they're
only
holding
working
on.
overtime.
Boy, if they get back into this game, it's because of these plays right here. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
lucky.
Oh, yeah.
kept his
Balogun. Look at Balogun getting fouled all over the fucking
Oh.
place. Come on now.
Yeah.
I get the feeling with the Mexican they already seem to be afraid of him.
Who's gonna be afraid of who?
Balogun. I thought they were afraid the way they were fouling him yesterday.
Yeah.
You see with Messi, they start targeting him. I felt the feeling they were doing it to Balogun yesterday.
I mean, they probably did identify him as the.
That's right.
Most important
Yeah.
player.
have a comeback in them. Halligan spun around. Goodness me, how Kennedy kept that out. De La Torre forced off by Alphonso Davies.
Uh-oh.
Laren,
First time they've said
Canadians
babies
get a
in
goal, they're
ages.
right back in this.
Alistair
They're right back in it.
Larea. Davies. Miller
Nice pass.
driving David.
Yeah.
Ugh, you got that down. That was-
Yeah.
Considering there hasn't really been a lot of offense from there, I wouldn't be too picky on their slot selection, and I wouldn't be too angry at this guy for taking that shot. If I was a coach, they need to start putting pressure on. Ugh.
Another look. That arm was out. but
So lucky by
Yeah,
Canada
very
there.
lucky.
Kennedy. Scally back to his feet. Play on. Laren through Davies. Alphonso Davies, Musa clears to set up a Canadian corner.
It's their first corner kick. I think it is.
I think they had one.
Nah.
They had one last time. Did I not?
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely had one last half. There's that Portuguese sound in midfielders
Where's the
took it.
ref? Ref yelling at the keeper.
Stefano Stacchio.
A little too far.
Over the head.
Yeah, for a goal kick.
Must be so weird taking a corner and there's just someone with a camera like right next to you.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, somebody's got to sell the game.
Suppose so.
There's Buchanan.
Buchanan
Oh,
Johnson,
Buchanan.
you would imagine
playing with his dreads.
that'll move Miller into center back. Back from Kone. Takes over once more. He sends Davies.
That's a decent
That's
pass. for the
nice.
Canadians.
Exploring
Davies.
down the left touchline. Into the box.
Really good
Davies.
pass.
What a play! A no!
Oh,
The Americans get lucky. Very lucky.
that pass had found its home. That's easy goal.
Oh
Mm.
god.
He missed the striker.
That's one of those things where it could have been a deflection too. Well,
Yep.
They're starting to build the pressure.
There's your drum, Tommy. Did you see him? Hey, there's Buchanan.
yeah. Buchanan.
And Vittoria. Jonathan Osorio comes off.
Johnston out.
The Brampton,
Buchanan.
Ontario native
In.
who fell in a Champions League final with Toronto, his hometown club, back in 2018 in CONCACAF. Kennedy
Club Burge
comes
at
off. He was on a yellow
26
card.
years old.
If
Position
Canada
right wing.
stay in this, his goal line
Tajon
will play a big
Buchanan.
role. And Alistair Johnston off as well.
I didn't think they accepted right wingers in Canada.
No.
Me either.
By Stephen Victoria.
First I know of.
Goal kick.
No, they take their bank accounts after they go into protest.
Yeah, they do.
They take their bank accounts.
See that clip of Justin Trudeau trying to talk down to Giorgia Meloni a couple weeks ago? The Prime Minister of Italy.
Oh yeah, they told us sticking up his ass. I like how I saw
Oh, my
him
God.
recently saying we never told anybody to. I forget, he denied something that he did.
Canada have had more of the ball. BJ Callahan.
He looked. I just can't believe he looked at
the interim manager.
a prime minister of a foreign country and in public said, "We don't like the way you're running your country."
Really?
That's balls, man. Yeah, that's balls. He said that to Giorgia Meloni.
She told it.
Canada-
She told him to kiss his ass, right?
Yeah, yeah, she did. The look on her face the whole time was just like, "Suck my dick."
Swept in
Run your own
Erickson.
fucking country.
Kone pushes him down. Play on. It's Weah. Off of Anakubi.
Tell anybody how to run a country.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You fucking locking people up for protesting.
Yeah.
Not respecting the sign. Hate to see that. Scally.
Oh,
Weah.
you scallywag.
Anakubi. The block.
Yeah, Scally is a funny name.
Is there another crown for the U.S.? Less than half an hour
It's
away.
the dude from that flight, isn't it?
Thrown
in his
to
crown.
Torre. Drives
Uh-oh.
across. Pulisic denied.
Oh,
The rebound
Ooh
went
la
right
la.
to him.
Oh, yesterday,
Damn.
Pulisic can't buy a bucket.
Forward from Richards. Robinson round.
oh, here we go. Another chance.
Pushing down Larea.
Oh, God, this one was tough.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit tired.
me too.
Me 3.
Well, us people in Europe, we have a right to be tired. I don't know what your problem is, Biscuit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
old. That's what my problem.
Yo.
I'm old.
That got Davies last. It's off his
This is
instep.
way past my bedtime.
Hey.
He just said, "What the fuck?" That
Yes,
was
he
funny.
did. He said, what the fuck?
Canadians aren't supposed to say "fuck."
I wish,
He's English.
Oh, he's English?
Ah, you're right. You're right.
Davies launches ahead. Jonathan David. Walker's
Cut out by
Zimmerman this
Zimmerman.
time. There's still
Zimmerman has a
plenty
man
of time
bun. He's not
here
embarrassed.
for Canada.
Maybe he is
They do
embarrassed.
have the talent to do it.
He's probably just sad that his man bun buddy Tim Ream isn't playing next to him as well.
His man bun buddy.
Yeah, he's the only one that has a man bun. And everybody's going to make fun of him.
And so in the World Cup, you had the two of them. He's been left. He's all alone.
Man bun buddies.
This is the CONCACAF Nations League final. The third place game, Mexico. A 1-0 win with a 4th-minute goal as Turner elevates. Mexico knocking off Panama. Jesus Gallardo, the lone goal scorer.
Yeah, it was really funny that Panama did that whole celebration when they scored that goal, and then it was
Yeah.
offside.
First continental final in 23
And then they
years.
score again,
They won
and it's
the
offside.
2000.
Yeah.
Only won a CONCACAF trophy twice, 1985 and 2000. Although they did win the octagonal World Cup qualifying campaign in CONCACAF leading up to Qatar.
This will only be our third trophy,
Foul.
Yeah.
according to him.
Are they talking about US?
Yeah.
Feels like you should
Hey.
have more.
We have, we're starting to get going now if you really think about it.
I suppose, but it's not exactly the toughest competition.
No.
No.
But traditionally, we always get smacked by like Mexico.
Mexico,
you know?
really.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Really had hard. We used to have a hard time with Costa Rica and shit too. No, not so much anymore though.
Davies away by Robinson. That finds Kone. Davies loading up again. Atakubi.
Nice pass. That's
Ain't ball in the box.
no,
that's
they
poor.
can't find the
That
net.
is poor.
Yeah, I don't think it's meant to be for them tonight.
No.
I'd say Laren really has to be doing way better.
Great pass.
Atakubi set up.
Yeah, really good.
Shooting on the volley is very difficult, boy.
It is.
Ooh, guys,
Yeah, but
I actually have to get up and walk around. I'm gonna fall asleep. Keep me posted. Oh man.
Someone got that wrong.
substitutions coming on.
Cardoso replaces Aronson.
Ugh.
This was a gamble in the city where a gamble makes a lot of sense. Well, that's not
What was that about?
from Buchanan.
I don't know.
Because he was taking too long to come off, so they were pushing
Oh,
him
they
so he'd
pushed him
hurry
off.
up.
Get a yellow
Are we
card.
gonna get more chaos now?
Pepe's going out.
Effectively paid off
Pepe.
I don't know. Johnny Cardoso just came on.
the second change.
And he...
Made it
I don't know.
De La Torre on for the injured Gio Reyna.
I think it's just Cardoso coming on.
After what we we saw on Thursday, good on the referee. They are not going to let this get out of hand again.
Yeah.
Saeed Martinez has been there.
Well,
and he's overseen
you think the Canadians will start?
Not going to walk into this. 31-year-old from Honduras, a FIFA referee since 2017.
Yeah, Polisek. Yeah, they're trying to. It sounds like the Canadians are trying to goat the Americans too. That's what that looked like. They didn't bite this time. That means that that means BJ went in there and told them, "So you got it was your fault. You bit. I don't want to see that again. You bit, and then because you saw Aronson walking away, and he all right, let him push me. Good. They can pay. So they're trying to goat the Americans. Oh, here we go. There's Balogun. BJ Callahan may go undefeated. He's right.
In his whole 2-game career.
The 2-game career. He's getting into Paulson was getting into it with Buchanan. And then the other teammates came and pushed him away. Which is good. He's a captain. He shouldn't be really getting involved in that at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Watch out. It's just insult to injury.
He's being an asshole.
Yeah, I hate when guys do that.
Yeah.
I like when my team does it. I think it's funny when they do. When it's done against, I hate it. It makes me mad.
Destin McKenney for this final. Victoria allows it out. 20 minutes to play in the CONCACAF Gold Cup precursor, the Nations League final. The Gold Cup starts in just a week. These two sides surely among.
By the way, I guarantee you the turnouts will be good for all the Gold Cup games. They usually are.
The Gold Cup through Nations League.
Okay. The game's been good. Americans are playing good. That's all I care about. If people don't appreciate it, that's fine with me. I gotta be honest with you, it's kind of FIFA's fault that they don't appreciate it in the States. From not putting the World Cup in there in '86. From some of the gatekeeping, I think, that goes on a little bit socially.
Yeah.
Angling to the top of the box. Pulisic. Deflected back. Eustachio won't get there. Scally first.
Although I some of the U.S. Soccer, like the U.S. team fans, they're like anti-MLS. I don't get that. Like a lot of them are gatekeeping jerk offs too.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Fucking league.
Why would you be?
Why would you not the football isn't as quality. Well, yeah, the football is much more quality in Bundesliga. It's fucking boring. How about that jerk off?
Got away from David.
It's fucking boring.
It takes time. You're not gonna get like a world-class league overnight, bro. It takes a long time.
I don't even know if that's the goal. I like the league the way it is. I don't fucking need it to be world-class, to be honest with you. Well, I want LAFC to win fucking 11 times in a row like they did here. Is that what I want? Is that world-class? Is that what we're shooting for? You know what I mean? How about a competitive league that has, entertaining storylines, a unique playoff system, Oh, it's not going to be a real league until we have promotion relegation. Well, the Mexicans put it on suspension until 2026. It's not that important. First of all, we don't have the fan base to do. The only reason you could do promotion relegation in Europe is because it's just how crazy popular it is.
Yeah.
In our country,
Jesus.
Oh, you almost got it.
Oh.
In our country, we have 4 sports. In Germany too, but it's football, and football. And it's like that for the rest of Europe as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's football on Friday, Sunday, and Saturday. Saturday and Sunday. That's what it is. There's no other sport. I was told the Germans are good at handball, but I wouldn't fucking know because I never see this shit on TV.
They're doing fairly well in the darts at the moment.
Darts, the Germans? I thought the Dutch was the one that owned that shit.
The Dutch are the better ones, but
Victoria.
in the current tournament. They
First
beat
time I
England
saw that, I
today.
laughed my ass off. I couldn't believe it was like a real legit sport.
Zimmerman.
Here we go, Zimmerman.
Pulisic.
Pass
great.
back. Well,
Pulisic.
we're dominating now, dude.
Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say that. I only have
That's right.
we only have 2-0, so
Decide. And
let's
Pulisic
get into the
73rd
last
minute.
15 minutes. One more goal. Come on, put it away.
sends the cross for Balogun.
Ah.
Yeah, but we're starting to scrunch them. Got him running their corner.
bit.
Let me tell you something. He's walking with his hands.
There's Ricardo Pepi.
You grew up in a
He
nice
scored
neighborhood,
off the
too.
bench against Mexico.
Yeah, Germany made the semi-final of the World Cup of Darts
Bouncing ball.
Oh, good for them.
Grab
before
by
losing to the
Soriano.
Scottish.
Back out by Davies.
It's kind of funny.
But he flies back into the picture.
And then the Scots lost to the Welsh in the final.
Free kick, tumbling
They got
bodies.
Geza.
Scally's always falling down. Get up, Scally.
Certainly helps up Alfonso
You're fine.
Davies. They've done a
Maybe if
great
you just
job.
Do you
would
think
have been
he'd
able
be
to grab
tougher
it.
for a pirate?
Joe Scally.
Oh, no, I'm dying.
Scally hasn't been bad himself either.
I'm dying.
Yeah,
It's
Scally, you don't have
scary.
a fucking feeling, really. I hate it. I don't even care if it's on my team. I fucking hate it. Get your time wasting jackass
Trying to help
over there.
Scally off the
Yeah, you
ground.
need to get the fuck out of there, though.
Canada don't want
The
these.
Canadians are saying it too.
I'm kind of sympathetic, though. Like, get the fuck up. Get him. Roll his ass out there. Play, you know.
Hold on, wait a minute. The Canadians have an Italian? Cavallini?
Cavallini.
Ricardo Pepi coming
Cavallini.
on. Kyle Larin.
He's from
Make
the
him walk the plank, I say.
He's from the Rizzuto crime family in fucking Montreal. There is a Rizzuto crime family. I'm not even joking. I didn't make that
Yeah.
up. They're in Montreal.
Maybe the first of many for Faloran Balogun.
Oh, what was the pro wrestler who was killed?
Dino Bravo, and that's who whacked him.
Yeah,
First
yeah,
of
there you
many
go.
concepts
Dino Bravo. He was he was an Italian
for the United States.
that grew up in Canada or something. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He's a good wrestler too, by the way. Real good
He was.
wrestler. World's strongest man, Dino Bravo.
Pepi gets a solid
He was
applause.
working with them on the side. He fucked somebody.
He screwed something up.
Yeah.
It's worth noting he was snubbed
And he didn't think they would kill him for
by
such little money or
San
something,
Diego
and he
World
was
Cup. He said
deadly
that is
wrong.
in the past.
Yep.
They killed him while he's watching TV.
Stockiel had her down,
Yeah.
puts up on
Yeah. He was in his
Pulisic.
chair.
He was hopelessly in over his head.
Yeah.
It was someone with money.
Pulisic
I think he thought he was more important than he was too.
midfield.
Oh, was he?
Victoria.
I forget the story. I forget. It was either he knew he was going, he didn't care, or he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't think they'd kill him over that, or they'd do something else, or work
Canada
something.
has
There's they did a whole episode of Dark Side of the Ring on it. It was really
Yeah.
good.
So what did they say? I gotta watch it because I forget what the situation was.
It's been a while.
You go with Hoylett, or you can go with
They killed him while he's watching TV.
Captain
He was a
Atiba
damn good
Hutchinson.
wrestler.
The one thing-
man.
Set to hang up his
Yeah.
boots.
The one thing I remember from it is that he was a long term thing. He was working with them for a while.
Well, all right. So he was always mobbed up.
Yeah,
Stupid
yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
They don't have a no heart. They don't give a shit. If you don't pay them, they'll kill
No.
you. You know, I mean,
That's it,
That's
done.
what you get. You kind of ask for it then. You know.
Yep.
I don't give a
100%.
shit. I don't care. You got no heart.
They
They kill their own fucking relatives and shit. They kill their own cousins, their brothers and sisters. What are they thinking of you?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do to you?
They kill their mothers and fathers. Just happened was it last year or the year before over here. At the guy he was at McDonald's, the wise guy.
Oh
His
really?
son killed him.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! It's because son killed. That's a little unusual though, isn't it? Ugh.
Yeah, it was. I think it might have been 2021. I'm trying to remember
Yeah.
what happened.
No, there was some
Yeah.
Gambino guy. He got whacked by some nut down in Toms River, New Jersey. He was just outside or something. It was just a coincidence. I
Yeah.
forget what happened. Francis didn't buy it though. He thought something was up there.
Austin Frosty.
Jesus, what great control. Well, we'll let him play.
As Canada takes it at the halfway line. Atakubi provides the width. Davies lines up Scally.
He can't get
And
through.
just gives it away easily.
Took it back, but a throw for the U.S. That's it for Joe Scally. What a performance in his 6th ever cap. If he was
I'm not gonna make it to
Look
lift
up
the
the-
trophy. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
gonna see it
Look up the
celebrated.
track. Oh, fuck you, bud. Really?
All you need to know.
All right, I will do that.
Scally in for Trusty? Trustley? What's his name?
Austin Trusty,
Trusty?
Club
Trust-
Player of the Year,
Yeah.
rather,
Austin Trusty? That's a
at
funny
Birmingham
name.
City. This past season, 44 games comes on. He's on.
Clearly, the manager doesn't trust him to
He
start.
didn't Trusty.
He doesn't trust you.
He didn't trust you to start.
He's owned by Arsenal, apparently.
Oh, really?
Really?
He was on loan at Birmingham City last season.
Wave going around Allegiance.
He was voted Player of the Season by Birmingham supporters.
That's nice.
De La Torre.
That's pretty.
Blazing.
That's pretty nice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
decent.
What league are they in?
Pulisic, not on the same page.
The Championship,
Okay.
so second tier.
David gave a little more.
Okay, it's still a strong league. It's
Back to Johnny
good as more. I think it's
Cardoso.
probably better than French league though.
Nah.
Oh, yellow.
Yellow card shown to Cardoso.
We get that 10-minute mark, boys and girls.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Come on, Pepe.
Just a matter of seeing it out.
He's running into Turner.
Yeah, you got to think good things are coming.
I don't like how much Canada's controlling.
Kone.
Yeah.
I'm not really
I
doing
still
much
don't,
once
I don't see two goals. Goals coming in 10 minutes though.
Miller.
So it makes sense that they're having most of the ball.
10 minutes remaining.
US are just going to sit and defend it, you'd think.
Yeah.
Ugh. I hate this. I still want to make a run. I want another goal and put it away. Then you can go into a turtle shell.
I agree.
That's what Cardoso. looked.
Johnny's got his 1975 porno mustache.
Yep. Johnny Steele.
He's Johnny Steele over here.
Turner just saw yellow flashed his way. Time wasting.
Turner got a yell. Boo.
Away from Davies.
The Cavallini guy plays in Mexico.
Does he?
Plays for Tijuana.
Tijuana.
Torre lost it to touch.
I like their league. It's interesting.
The Mexican League.
2 leagues in one season. Two. They have a winter and summer. 17 weeks.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal. And the playoffs. They have playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat league.
I don't watch it too often myself. I will say this:
Bouncing.
anytime I'm in like a restaurant that's either a Mexican restaurant or
Yeah, have it
Mexican
on.
people, there's always the league game on, and I always that's when I watch it.
Yeah. I want to say they have a streaming service.
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see.
Go root for Guadalajara.
They must have one in the US, right?
Yeah, Max.
Never know.
U.S. It might only be on. Let's see. The majority of the league is covered by Univision, Telemundo, Fox Sports, and ESPN,
Yeah.
with games available to stream live through Sling.
Zimmerman.
Boy, anytime the Canadians have put any kind of offense together, I love the way the backs have played. And the defense in general.
Skipped off the head and all the way back. Pulisic. Pepe still hunting.
Pepe.
So I think Pepe's getting a move this summer.
Is he?
He's owned by Augsburg, but it's like been said that there's like no way he's going back there. And I think PSV Eindhoven or Ajax, one of the two of them, really want him.
Ajax would be nice.
Yeah, I was about to say Ajax would be pretty good.
Miller. Canada's time beginning to run out. This was supposed to be their course.
Yeah, a week ago he was close to joining PSV Eindhoven,
Eustachio.
supposedly.
Kubi. Lurea.
Ooh.
Muscled off the ball. But
By who?
Pepe dropped it off.
Yeah,
to a dangerous
Pepe
spot.
muscled him off the ball and then forgot to bring it with him.
Away.
Here's an opportunity for Canada. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Oh, wait, it's not there.
They
Not
fumbled
their-
it
not their-
again.
Nah, they bottled it. Not their day. Not their day. They had their opportunity. You can't say they didn't have their opportunities in the second half. They really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that the Americans showed some wear and tear in the second half too. I mean, this is a real opportunity to score.
Cardoso
Yeah, they had chances. They just haven't finished this half.
missed a touch.
Yeah, 100%. They could definitely have a goal. At least.
Some of those saves Borian was making in the beginning. I mean, this game could have got out of control in the first half.
Yeah.
If it
Yeah, I
wasn't
think the US
for-
have managed it well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Davies.
I agree. They've never looked panicked. You know?
Yeah.
No, they never did.
5 minutes.
And I was a little worried about that. If they take it too easy, they get stunned. They go crap. They go one. Canada goes with 1-0. Here's another opportunity.
Oh, here we go. Canada with a
Nothing.
chance.
Nothing.
Richards.
Yep.
The
Yeah, I bet.
foul. And Canada's frustration
Yeah.
pouring out now.
They are indeed frustrated.
Ooh.
Lost by Pepe. So it is with Canada. Time
What are we thinking? Plus 5 or plus 3?
elapsing.
Yeah, I'm thinking plus
seemingly
5.
faster than ever. 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's more likely 5.
Or you get bet on that.
Yeah, right. I bet you can someplace.
It's
You can, you can
Somewhere's
bet on
got
anything.
offer odds on that.
You can gamble on WWE matches. I'm pretty sure you can gamble on the amount of stoppage.
In this instance, finding the ball at the halfway line, speeding into the attacking half, yet to find the dagger.
Here we go. Maybe not. Yeah. Nice pickup, but
BJ Callahan, about to be a major trophy winning manager.
no, look at that.
And out of a job.
And yeah, gets fired right afterwards.
Game, leading the U.S. national team.
Yeah, his name goes on and not Berhalter's.
Eustachio. ahead of Eustachio, Musa.
Uh-oh.
Claimed by Adekubi. Davies
Adekubi.
opens up for that. It's blocked.
Ooh.
Pulisic just came up a bit lame.
He's so lame.
This is the final
Junior Hoylett.
for
Bit late.
Junior Hoylett for Stefano Eustachio. This is not
Championship
A lot of
legends, Junior
opportunities. A lot of
Hoylett.
opportunities for Canada. I mean,
Atiba Hutchinson will not feature in the final game before his impending retirement.
No.
Let's say this for just a moment. Canada soccer is really two people, Christine Sinclair and Atiba Hutchinson. They entered into the national team around the same time. They've been the faces. And while Christine Sinclair has brought the greatest glory, Davies, now it's players like this who have to lead the way for Canada moving forward. And what a face to have for your program. Atiba Hutchinson left it drastically better than
going
he
the
did.
90th.
Well, they still know there's a lot of work to be done. He knows now's the time to walk away. The 40-year-old longtime skipper for the Canadians. Five added minutes.
Yeah, +5.
I would have made like $50.
Sent down. There's a
What's up?
We'll handle that. Play over to Vittoria.
For Christ's sake.
Canada searching now for a miracle. Or the United States.
Canada indeed searching for a
Hey,
miracle.
another bigger miracle is you think Norway or Scotland pulled it off over the weekend. So
Out by Chris Richards.
Nah.
Corner Canada.
Yeah, but issue with Canada is they don't have Haaland.
Where they need to be
Holland got taken out. That's why they took him out and bap
Wow.
out.
Wow.
Bibbidi
Better
boobie.
without him.
Scotland was undefeated in qualifiers. Was Reyna coaching out there?
He thinks he's Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's vying up Berhalter's job.
argue that the U.S. actually got the hardest possible path with the #1 seed in the final.
The ultimate insult. He
Imagine.
steals his job.
That'd be
Had to
funny.
face the 4 seed Mexico.
Player manager.
It's provided them so
He-
many
he does both.
problems
He
to
subs
overcome
himself in.
over the years. And then this Canadian side, one that's blossomed right.
What happens if he drops himself? Does his mum write a letter to him?
To him.
5 goals scored, none conceded in the nation's
How
league
dare you
finals.
take yourself off the roster?
Alphonso Davies.
Embarrassed the whole family.
Slides into midfield. Davies.
Wide. Let it go.
Yeah.
Wide of Turner.
That shot is just basically sums up Canada in front of goal today.
Ready to celebrate.
Yeah.
Another title.
Yeah, it's been a little bit terrible from the Canadians in front of goal.
Hmm.
Plenty
Yeah,
of chances.
I'm telling you guys right now, I can't do the trophy lift. I got to get to bed. We'll see him celebrate and call it a night.
Perfect for me.
Yeah.
I
Turner
understand.
on the verge.
I'm struggling.
Normally, knowing I watch the lift, I'm just exhausted.
Let's say 4 a.m. I usually get up at 6.
Oh my
Crazy
God.
if score 2 fucking goals. We gotta watch extra time.
Oh,
I'm whipping
I
out.
don't think I could make it.
I'm whipping off the G Fuel if they had to get extra time. It's Davies. No,
Cross and nothing.
nothing's worked for them.
Canada's entire plan is operated through Davies.
Yeah,
Nearly 10 minutes. Victoria.
nice interception.
Oh, yeah.
I think Canadian fans should start yelling "puto" and get in trouble and the game get shut down.
Get the game shut down.
So stupid.
Davies. Back heel. David across.
Nah, it's not your day.
For Canada.
Yeah, I get you. I don't think these guys are a bad team still. I don't. I think this is something. I think it's that not your day.
And Buchanan,
Yeah, just a bad night.
the last to arrive.
Bad night. Probably been a better game.
John Herdman, what a job he's
I
done
still
for
respect
Canada.
them. But I do think we're the best, and I think we should be crowned, and I hope we're crowned in the Gold Cup too.
Are you going to be pulling a green man and claiming that you're the champions of the world,
Yes.
of the universe?
We're the champions
Yes.
of the universe.
BJ Callahan is going to be a bit of a folk legend.
Out of all the,
Balogun, his first goal.
I don't know, Nation League finals took place. This is clearly the most
Richards
important.
as well.
That's it. They blew the whistle. Somebody
yeah,
yelled.
buddy.
Well,
Yeah.
early.
Nations
He
League.
blew
that
the
in
whistle.
the-
Reyna is really still favoring that foot. That is not good.
No.
Well, party it up, guys.
Yes, sir.
Well deserved. Captain America.
USA. USA.
Get some tips on Jack Grealish on what to do
It's
next.
called soccer.
Nations time
Yes,
It's called soccer.
has only just begun.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I like the way all these guys played.
Successive title in Nations League.
I love the way new guys stuck up,
Cup winner.
stepped up. I love the way
Great.
Des played. I like the way McKinney. I love the way Rain has stepped up.
2-0 after knocking out Mexico
Still my man of the match, by the way,
in the semifinals.
Gino Reyna.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think I
Yeah, there he is. There's McKinney.
is
Yeah,
immediately
McKinney.
Yeah.
to celebrate with his teammates. The United States Nations League champions defeating Canada 2-0 in Las Vegas.
Fun. Nation League's final
Yeah, it was good,
champion.
man. I'm really looking
Oh
forward to the
God,
first
they're
one
just
now.
selling
I'm
us
gonna-
a T-shirt.
I'm gonna
Look at that. All right. Oh God,
They were ready. They were ready.
they're all ready. Oh God. Woo! I don't know.
It was a good day, boys. Good
Yeah.
day.
Well, we got Gold Cup coming up. I'll pick out all the sweet ones. Maybe we'll stream 1 or 2 of them. We have Leagues Cup coming up real soon. About 30 days to Leagues Cup. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I don't know how we're gonna handle Leagues Cup.
Yeah.
How we're gonna pick the game of the day. Probably just look at the top Mexican teams like Tigers, Puma, Leon, and if they're
Yeah.
going up against Seattle, LA, or Cincinnati, maybe we'll go that route. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Top teams, but that's sure to be a really interesting. They have 3 men in that tournament per group. I wonder how that's gonna work. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
We'll see how
it's- That's a little weird. Yep.
We'll see. Well, World Cup turned it around. They decide they're going to do 4 a group, thankfully. So,
Yeah, it'll probably depend on how well this tournament goes.
absolutely. Hey, Nick, thanks for
Probably
being
look
here, buddy. Really appreciate you. Appreciate everybody, and it's time for us to get out of here. Peace, Middle East.
Good night, everybody.
Chicken-
USA. USA.
There you go. That's really it. That's the story of the night.
Yes, sir.
See you, everybody. Take care. Until next time. Oh, we probably gotta. Me and Nick will probably have a podcast out in the next day or so. So, news of the week. See you then. Take care. Bye bye, everybody. Good night.